The mic on, by the way.
Hi, everybody. So welcome to our new Monday D&D sessions. We're a little bit behind. Should be resuming these at 5 o'clock every Monday, but I had stuff to do and we're running late, so it's alright. This is a trial for error. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you want to know how we got to this point, all of our past episodes are down in the link below. Our YouTube channel, Facebook, all that stuff. Twitter, that's where I post stuff if I'm doing anything. And if you're a returning viewer, then welcome back. I'm sorry you've had to deal with like the sessions we haven't been having weekly.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't really have any announcements. I guess we'll just jump right into it. So, the week before last, the party traveled about a week through the Underdark. Finally finding a direction that seemed to lead upwards, and that being the only indication that up is at least where you want to go. They traveled about a week up there after navigating the tunnels of the lower dark. The first thing that greeted them is these crystalline kind of cliff sides, and as they advanced further in, it was more and more crystal until they encountered some basilisks that had been digesting the crystal and becoming harder to kill, a little bit more deadly, and a little more native to it. Ithlin and Varys got turned to stone, but Alexia valiantly fought on and managed to defeat the beast, only to find out that afterwards that they were completely surrounded. And rather than fighting her way out, she succumbed. And so they were led through these different crystalline mazes and entranceways, and eventually led into a city that seemed to be comprised of this crystal-like substance. While Alexia rested,
in a prison,
the leader of this place, that they call Brightstone, filled Varys in, and Varys filled in Ithlin about not only had a scouting party of drow come through this area 6 months ago, but it was around that time that their previous settlement was completely devastated, and they were taken to the settlement and shown the ruins of what it was. After Varys convinced them that they were not, in fact, allied with the drow, despite the fact they're surfacers, they decided that the only way to see if they could trust them, or even if they're worth helping, was to put them through an ancient Sir Feblin gladiatorial rite, where if they are victorious, then their worth will be proven. And that's actually what we're picking up right now.
I don't like the word Snurfeblin. It sounds like Smurf, and I don't like it. Just so you know.
Take it up with
it's because they're blue.
Oh my, yeah, they are sorta blue.
No, Snurfeblin are gray.
I mean, like it's kind of like gray blue, but
I'm trying to figure out why he doesn't like Smurfs.
Anyway, so the creature
let
in. I will describe it to you and show you. The creature let in is this kind of jet blue creature, very, very sleek. Not scales, but more so just kind of a rubbery kind of texture to its skin that gleams, and the light coming off of the different crystals. It's got two very, very small curved horns on its side. Elongated body, very, very large. Elongated body. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 legs on each side. Very centipede-like in nature, but its maw is more of a reptile. And it looks at you, lightning crackling in its mouth. This is what it looks like.
Wait, which one?
Oh, it's dangerous.
Left or out of that
On the
one?
right hand side.
This.
The really long one with all
It's
the
just
legs.
a big lizard. It's fine.
Yes.
We'll see.
It
I'm
is
having bad luck
It
lately.
is a huge monstrosity. So you guys need to roll initiative.
Here we go.
We're jumping right into it.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Could be
25 to 20?
Could be worse. What am I going to
20 to 15.
15.
15 and 10.
11.
12.
Alright. So impossibly fast, this creature slithers towards you. Its legs scuttling behind it, moving very, very quickly. Runs up on you, Varus, being the first one that sees. I need all of you to make a dexterity save.
Nope.
Okay, let's see.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, these fucking sixes, man. Oh, that one. Ah, suck it, bears.
I mean, I got a 10.
10,
Better than
17 for me.
17, okay,
Oh, 11.
11. So Ithlon's the only one who will pass.
Damn it.
So the lightning
did
lance,
something.
the lightning lance maw crackles forth, and in a straight line it spews forward on all three of you. Ithlon barely manages to duck, and the top of his body gets singed, while the rest of you take the full brunt force of it.
This configuration doesn't seem very smart on our part.
Yeah.
Hey,
When I
man,
saw you guys
didn't
were in a
place my
straight line.
character there.
Why
I was
me?
actually off in the corner.
Well, I mean, you chose to be in front. You're the tank after all.
Yeah.
If it's any
Why?
consolation, this thing
I don't
is
know,
your
'cause
challenge
that's
rating.
the character you created. You wanted to be a tank.
I'm a tank. Sometimes.
It's okay. If I die, I'll make a tank. And it won't be on you anymore, Varys.
Why is your paper green?
Because I'm using a different character sheet.
That's great.
And it's green because for some reason the printer didn't feel like using black ink.
Alright, it's too much math, so I'm just going to use my
That's awesome.
calculator real quick.
Hmm.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm so excited. I actually get to drink this time, so I don't work tomorrow.
Yeah, boy.
Still gotta drive home.
I mean, true, I can't be blackout drunk, but I can be like a happy medium.
It's okay, the DM will share his bed with you.
This is true. It
Oh,
wouldn't be the first time.
ain't that the truth?
Alright, so everybody who failed, Varys and Alexia, you take 69 points of lightning damage.
Did you say 69?
Yes.
Jesus!
Fuck that,
Ithlon,
man.
rounding down to 68, you will take 34 points of lightning damage.
Fuck this guy.
Boom!
If it's any consolation, this thing is your guys' challenge rating.
No, fuck this guy.
I have not modified it.
What did you say? 34?
34, yeah.
34.
That is its move, though. Afterwards is Varys.
Fucking hope so. Jeez.
Wow, I'm super bloody already. Like,
Yeah, I'd
fuck this guy.
You just got blue eyes, white dragons, just in a straight line.
God damn it. Seriously, man. It's not fun.
I can only do that again if I get a 5 or a 6 on the d6 every turn.
Well, we're not standing in a straight line anymore.
Yeah.
Poof.
Alright, who's doing what, man?
I know what I want to do. I just need to make sure I can do it all.
Oh, fuck yeah. Do something super cool.
I sure hope so.
Like, fuck this guy up, man.
Maybe.
He just almost killed me. Like,
What are you at?
36?
Jesus.
Ooh.
Yeah!
That's higher than
Get
me.
hit.
I mean, I used my calculator, so it should be correct, right?
Get hit like once or twice more and you'll be done.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm going to run away.
Yeah, and Dex is like one of my best things. And I still
Are you
fail.
trying to disengage, or...?
Nope.
Just runs for it.
I use my reaction and cast shield.
Okay, that's good, because it would have hit you otherwise.
gonna double check.
Yeah, it hits your AC exactly, so good call.
Wow.
So as you try to run away from it, its huge maw opens up and tries to bite you as you flee. You hear the pew pew sound of it hitting the arcane energy around you.
Wait. I might need to do something. Wait. Oh no, I think I'm still in range. It's been a while since I've used this.
It's alright.
Vicious mockery.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit talk it to death. Okay,
After it shot its lightning breath, you can actually see that its body is kind of translucent, and you can see the energy kind of coiling through its body and kind of flashing and flickering.
That's cool.
So as I'm running away, I pull out one of my scimitars, and then I point at the thing, and I hex blades curse it.
Alright. This translucent blue energy kind of coils around the creature and forms into these tentacles that start crawling up its legs, and as it tries to pull them away, it kind of breaks the wispiness and then kind of goes back to more.
And then I make a finger gun and point at it, and I say pew pew pew, and I shoot 3 eldritch blasts at it.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Ooh!
Nat 20 and a 19, which also crits.
There we
That's
go.
curse.
Oh boy.
So that's 2. So,
And my lowest roll was a 13 plus 9, so 22 to hit.
22 will hit. So all 3 of those hit.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do the regular.
2 of them slam into extra force and it crackles, creating these fireworks all around the arena, and everyone kind of like gasps in awe. And even though there's a language barrier, you can tell everyone's on the edge of their seats already.
Alright. So it takes. Oh, Jesus. 4 plus. 9. So 13 plus.
Your proficiency.
8. 17.
So 13, then 17.
Yeah, so
Okay.
30 so far. And then 20.
20 damage. So a total of 50 damage in one turn.
There we go.
Its reptilian eyes kind of narrow as it shakes off the effects of the blast, and it can see it look at Alexia and then kind of look away from Alexia and look at Ithlin and look it back at you, and its eyes narrow at you.
Just kind of like wave at it.
Alright, Ithlin, you're up.
Alright, guys, I did my thing.
Much like when a body part falls asleep, your body is very tingly, but you gotta take the full force.
Yeah.
So it's kind of have to shake your limbs awake, but otherwise you're alright.
So, because I made the save, does that still count as it having like attacked me for my cloak of displacement?
I'd have to look at the item. I think it might specify melee, but I'm not sure.
'Cause I don't remember if that would be the case or not.
Yeah, I'll look up the item real quick, but you go ahead and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it specifies melee, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Hey, are the copper bracers I'm wearing +2 to hit or to damage?
Damage. I think.
Damage.
Damage, okay.
Yeah, because last time so you were always +7 to hit, but now you're +7 to damage now as well. So your bonuses are equal now.
Okay.
So it does specify attack rolls. So
Okay.
it does not make an attack roll against you, it just shot you with lightning.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to roll a hit with that, so...
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attack it.
Alright.
Let's see.
So you run up to it, and then it's very, very fluid and a very reptilian-like motion. It just snaps to you as you run up towards it.
All right. Let's see. 25.
One total hit. First attack cuts into it, and it's kind of like attacking like rubber. Your sword kind of like hits it, and you got to push extra hard to get through it. And then the magic from your weapon helps at that point.
17.
17 damage?
Yes.
Alright, first attack.
Alright. Attack again. Oh. Not in that one.
Oh no. Just take a lofty drink. I don't have anything to take shots with today. So you get to go to the liquor store and stuff. It's like... everything's running behind. So, your second attack definitely misses.
Okay.
And a very, like, it almost wraps around your sword as you go to thrust with it, and its neck just kind of coils around your weapon and looks at you.
I don't like that. Let's try that again.
You're in an open enough area, though, and you can't be disarmed, so nothing bad happens to you.
Oh, that's better. 20.
20 will hit.
Uh, 16.
16 damage. Alright. You can use your bonus action to attack, or something else.
Let's see, I might want to...
Second win.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Let's see. Get a D10 out of here.
I can put that in the scene for you if you want.
Oh no. So sad, man.
What'd you get? Or, oh, sorry, you're healing?
What?
You're healing, right?
Yes.
Second one?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to make any movements?
No, if I move away, he's gonna attack me.
Alright, Alexia, you're up. So you, seemingly taking the full brunt force of that, your hands twitching and like your legs are kind of twitching as you kind of steady yourself and you go to grip your bow and then you kind of have to like force your hand to grip it harder because it's not fully.
Does that put
fully
me at
closing.
disadvantage?
No, this is purely narrative.
Alright, good.
There's no save for that, so you're good.
Well, not having my regular fucking equipment because they wouldn't give me my shit back.
You guys have all your stuff back.
They didn't. No, they wouldn't give me my stuff.
You guys have all your stuff back.
Oh, okay. Thank
And
God.
you guys were given your belongings
Yeah, you can have
after you
your
guys ate.
garbage longbow.
Really?
Yeah. After you guys ate, or while you guys were eating, rather, they gave you all your stuff.
I actually get to eat.
I swore
Is that
the gnomes were like, not our problem.
Yeah.
I think
So
some of them
that's why
said that,
Mikhail
but
you
guys
God damn
you guys
it.
were given your stuff back.
I have like bound weapons, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah, you guys were given your stuff back. You have all your normal everything.
Yeah, that doesn't make much difference. Like, I don't have like a bunch of on my regular stuff. Okay. I'll try a sharpshooter.
Okay.
Damn it. You guys are always like...
I'm a melee person, mostly.
Okay. I'll use sharpshooter with a grasping arrow.
Okay. Try to make an attack roll.
Hard pass.
What's total?
9.
9? Yeah.
No, wait. Wait, yeah. Sharpshooter, 9.
Yeah, so unfortunately as the vine's been like curling around your arrow, you let it loose. And the creature's, despite its lengthy body, it's more sleek and fast than it looks. And so it ducks under immediately and kind of scurries in a circle.
Dicks. Okay. I'll try one more time. Sharpshooter grasping.
Okay.
God damn it.
That's better than the last one.
Barely. 17.
17 just barely hits.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, okay. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. D8 for the arrow.
This time on one of Ithlin's attacks he made last round, since this all happens in one round technically, as he slashes towards it, it kind of ducks away from it, and then it distracts itself long enough to hit it with this arrow.
22 damage.
22.
Oh wait, plus sharpshooter, 32 damage.
32 damage. Alright.
If it matters, 8 of that is poison.
It does not.
Okay, well, he's in brambles.
Okay.
Poisonous, grasping brambles.
Nice.
Oh wow, you almost rolled max on both.
Mm-hmm. DC is 14, so.
Okay.
I will try one more sharpshooter, since it apparently decided to work that second time.
Okay.
That one also misses.
What was it total?
10.
10.
10. Yeah, definitely misses, unfortunately.
Those are my 3 attacks. I have 3, right? Yeah, I'm done.
Yes, you are fighting.
Nope, I'm gonna use second wind, and I'm just gonna heal so you can go on.
Alright, let's see if it gets its lightning breath back. That's a 5.
1d10.
And Ithlin and Alexia, you guys are still in a straight line.
Yep.
God damn it!
Why you no move?
I had
Didn't even think about it.
I had to move forward. I have an excuse.
That's right, he's rolling much lower this time around. Yeah, really low. Are you kidding me?
I don't care how low he's rolling. He's a jerk. Damn it, Alexia, why don't you move?
I'll tell you what, if I roll low, I'm using a point of luck.
That's
Still
fair.
have Indomitable, so.
Yeah, you get your fighter thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is going to be much lower. You guys go ahead and make your dexterity save stuff.
I should have been a halfling. They get this stupid thing where they can make it so
Oh, that's
if someone rolls a nat 1, they can change it.
There's another feat in Xanathar's where you
Feat.
could give that to someone else too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. The Xanathar's thing. It's
I got 24.
pretty OP.
Am I saving too?
I'm gonna use a point of luck and try that again.
Okay.
Because that was only 11. That's better. Maybe. 15 that time.
15?
Yeah, slightly better.
15 is a failure.
Shit.
So you got 15,
24.
24. Oh, you're not being hit.
I am very safe in the corner, apparently.
Alright, Alexia. You will take a total of 21 points of damage. And Ithlin, you will get hit for 42.
Right back where I started. 21.
That is its only action though this turn. It only gets to do one or the other, so it is done. You being the full force of it this time, very hard to get away from it. And its whole body glows luminescent for a moment. It stops being that jet pale blue to a bright kind of pixie kind of blue and just fires for it.
I don't know what pixie blue is.
It's like blue Gatorade, like the light blue Gatorade.
Ah.
Very sure.
Are you still up?
Oh, I'm alive, yeah. Yeah, no, I passed that first one. I'd have been mostly dead if I had not passed the first one.
Yeah, your bard almost exploded. 69 points of damage.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah. It is 12d10, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I can.
That should have been a rogue again. I am going to bonus action to mark it with Hex.
Okay.
And I choose Strength.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, this time, like, with both fingers, just pew pew pew.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast him.
Sure.
Wow, okay. Does a 24 hit?
24 hit.
Does a 14 hit?
14 will miss.
Well, those other two hit the wall.
So seemingly after its lightning blast, you fire 2 at it. It hits it. They both hit it dead on, but the crackling energy around it seems to almost cancel out your attack directly. And then it finally goes back to its normal color at that point. The third one hits it, smacks it in the face.
13 damage.
13 damage. Alright. Anything else?
Nope. I am done.
Alright, Ethan, you're up.
Alright. Gonna attack. Not another nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh.
So for narrative purposes, your body completely seizes up as you try and swing as the lightning is still charging through your body.
Yep.
Jesus.
You sound like Tim Allen. Oh?
Let's try that again.
Nice.
That's the sound Eflin makes when he ran one.
Not the Tim Allen noise.
Sounds more like Yogi Bear or something.
That's probably not gonna hit. 13.
13 will miss. You finally get your body to swing, but it's too slow.
So sad.
Wait, what'd you roll? A 9?
Yeah.
You had your proficiency in strength?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Will not be a plus
isn't that
8.
plus 8 for 17?
Oh, wait. I was adding my damage. Yeah.
17 will actually just barely hit.
Ah.
There you go.
That's better.
Get him.
Uh, 15 damage.
15 damage. Anything else?
I will attack him again.
Okay. So this is your third attack?
Yes. There we go. That's definitely gonna hit him. 25.
25 will hit, for sure.
Uh, 11 damage.
Alright, anything else? Bonus action attack, or...
Sure.
Okay.
Might as well. I can't, like, heal myself anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. As much as I would like to try. 20.
20 will hit.
Only it was a nat 20. 13 damage.
Alright. How would you like to end your turn?
Oh, okay. Oh. I was gonna say. Oh, fuck.
It's called a fake out.
Well, I could conceivably be dead very soon. So I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Let's fuck it. Fuck it, man.
Fuck it. All action surge.
Let's attack
That's
again.
the right idea, man.
Alright.
15.
15 will miss, unfortunately. You're kind of doing this deadly dance at this point as you're trying to step forward and attack, and it kind of coils around your legs between them, and very, very slippery, and you try and stab down.
That'll hit. Let's see. 25.
25 will hit.
Uh, 16.
Alright.
Right. Attack again. Use different dice this time. Let's try this one. Dang it. No, that's not gonna hit. 14.
14 misses.
It's not gonna hit.
Your second attack grazes him on the side. As you try and follow up the attack, it just goes over him. He's completely gone.
Guess I'll just bonus action attack again.
Okay.
Let's try this one. Okay. Well, it'll hit at least.
How much was it?
Let's see, 23.
Oh, definitely hit.
That's worth 5 cents. Maybe 10.
10 cents.
10 cents, man, in the trash.
16 damage.
16 damage. Alright. You lash and lash and lash out. This deadly dance is trolling around you, and some of your attacks barely grazing it, while others going right overhead. Some of it, as you stab down, it's completely gone, as if it wasn't even there. It's just so quick and sleek of a creature. Alexia, you're up.
You should totally action surge and just shoot 6 arrows at his face.
It's probably for the best.
Looking all through.
Oh, has he been moving?
No?
Okay.
It's got its lightning breath 2 times in a row, so.
Just checking. I mean, I could do even more damage if someone wasn't a freaking melee character, apparently.
Turns out I'm bad at magic, so it's kind of my only option.
Well, have you thought about being better?
What's like your highest spell slot right now?
Not good, for sure.
You're like a 4th level caster, technically. So, you're probably like 3rd level spells? Or 2nd
Yeah.
level spells, probably?
Yeah. I mean, it's not enough to justify not just using my melee weapons. It really just gives me options if for some reason I can't get within melee distance. It's not something to like
Yeah.
use instead.
Okay. I'm gonna try a sharpshooter with a beguiling arrow.
Okay.
Because he's already pinned. Just add on more brambles. Oh. 12.
12 will miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Try it one more time. Sharpshooter, beguiling. Ah, 13.
13 will miss. As it begins
Oh
trolling
my
around
God.
Ithlin, this deadly dance of combat, biting at him slashing at it, you're struggling to keep track of both of them as they're moving so quickly. You fire 2 arrows, different directions. You feel the arrow go overhead of you as this happens.
Okay, I'll just try for the beguiling.
I feel like maybe you're giving her
No
the benefit of the doubt,
sharpshooter.
and she's actually just really bad. It's just kind of like.
Hey man, I'm wonderful. You sure?
That would be the case if she didn't have sharpshooter, but it's normal.
Yes. Every time I do normal, I can totally hit it with a freaking okay. 25.
25 will definitely hit.
Okay. Oh, garbage rolls. Alright, 14 total, 6 is psychic damage.
I just need the total. It's not mean to anything that you have, I don't think.
That you don't think.
So 14 damage?
14.
Alright.
It is now charmed by.
It gets a save, doesn't it?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
What's your... It's just like
14.
14? It is charmed.
Ha!
Oh, wow.
It's now charmed by Ithlin.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
buddy.
what Ithlin says?
I just don't think it attacks us. The
Uh,
charm ends at my next turn, or if we attack, if it If we attack and deal damage, then
Yeah, it doesn't attack you. You have advantage on the ability checks interacting with it. But other than that, that's all it does. It just can't attack you.
Yeah.
So.
Are you saying I have advantage to mount the beast and ride
If you
it?
were to do a handle animal or like something like that, yeah, you would have advantage on it. It's just ability checks, so.
Nice.
So I tell my comrades that I say the beast is charmed. Ithlin has charmed it with my assistance.
I'm the
If
greatest
we
guy.
attack or deal damage or force it to roll a save, the charm is done. Until I
Yeah,
decide
so it
to
just doesn't
next.
attack Ithlin, but it still views you both as threats. So. Do you do anything else?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I want to move.
You could accent surge also.
Yeah, and then I would attack it, and the charm would be wasted.
So
Yes.
natural 19. Oh, it's disadvantage on strength checks actually. So maybe not. It's a natural 15. So the lowest is 15. 15 plus 6, so 21. And your DC is 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you rolling for?
For your grasping arrow.
Oh, is he trying to move?
Yeah. So its eyes completely glaze over as it looks at you, and you just see no threat in it whatsoever. Instead, since you moved closer to it, it turns around.
Oh no.
Let's see if it gets its breath back. It does not get its breath back.
Ah!
You get to swing on it as it runs over. Ithlin, you get the attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Which, if you
Damn
take
it,
it,
now the
will
charm
not be
ends.
charmed. So it's up to you if you want to take it or not. You don't have to.
I mean, he's gonna attack me anyway.
I mean,
But hey, you're safe for a little.
I need to run over to him to attack him anyway. So it's like, I don't know, will really benefit me a whole lot to not attack him.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I'll try
Go
it.
ahead and make an attack roll.
Let's see.
It very quickly skitters towards Alexia.
No, not one. So many.
Oh my god. It's because
And the charm persists.
it's because life knows you can drink right now, so it's like get him drunk.
It's true.
So it's gonna make attack on you, Alexia. It'll be 24 to hit.
Shield. No, it doesn't work. Damn it.
Do you have shield?
No.
I don't think you
Wish.
That's the joke.
do. So here's the nasty thing about this creature.
I just see what Varys does. and
Oh, you
can
beat
I
the
do
breath
that too?
weapon that did 69 damage to
Yeah.
me? Was it the nasty part?
No.
Please tell me more.
No.
I'm about to.
I'm
so,
about to die, guys.
Alexia, you will
I
take
just-
really hope not.
I just scream goodbye
13,
to the cruel
14.
world.
I'm
Goodbye,
rolling really
cruel
terribly
world.
today. I don't think I can.
So on top of taking 21 points of damage,
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
On top of 21, I only have 30 left, so yeah, I'm dead.
well, no. So you're alive still. So you take 21. I actually rolled average for the creature. That's funny. So
It's hilarious.
you take 21
I'm
points of acid
laughing so
damage. It unhinges its jaw completely
It's gross.
as it's this huge creature and swallows you whole.
Jesus, what?
I still scream goodbye, cruel world.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Okay, well,
All it has to do
Alright.
is make a successful bite attack and it swallows things.
gross.
Oh god. I don't want to be a melee person anymore.
So
I mean, I was ranged. And
there's a
still got
DC.
me.
There's a DC
Oh.
for
Still
it.
got me.
On your turn, you can try and break out.
But here's I'm just like, I charmed you. That's like it.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's horrible.
honestly, that's just one attack. So let's see. It moves
Look,
15 feet.
I'm now in the
Yeah,
belly
that's,
of the monster.
50 feet of movement. So
He's gotta take me with him now.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Hey,
He swallows you too.
Luckily, it can't swallow more than one creature at a time.
Oh, I'm not a creature. I'm a
Thank
person.
god.
So he's just gonna try and claw at you with
Shield.
the second attack. Okay.
I just saw Alexia get eaten.
Horrible. This is not going very well.
Here, I read
Plus-
all the work last.
What is your
time.
AC right now? So you have shields plus 5.
24.
24. 18 plus 10, 28.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
It wraps completely around Varys. You are considered grappled, and there is no DC against it. You just have to try and end it on your turn.
Ooh.
stupid thing.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah.
10.
I feel like I'm like encased.
So you'll
in
take 16
acid
points of
and
damage.
Just swallowed whole.
So in one fell swoop, it swallows Alexia whole, feet and all, just down into it.
Why would he leave my feet not swallowed?
I'm just saying, like, you completely disappear inside of it.
My feet just like dangle out of his mouth.
No, like, you completely disappear inside of it. There's not even a bulge where, like, you're currently being digested. It's just you are gone. And it runs over the Varus, wraps its huge body all the way
his mouth
around
is
him, and
black.
just restrains him immediately.
I'm in another.
It is your turn,
I'm
so...
in an alternate universe, guys. Alternate dimensions.
Yeah, so on your turn, you'll have to try and escape. It's the start of your turn, though, so...
Do I have to?
You're considered restrained and grappled right now, so you can't really do anything.
What does restrained say exactly?
Yeah, what is the difference between being restrained and grappled?
Probably the save. Or
So it says you
something.
can attack, but you have disadvantage on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then for grappled... Yeah, you just have a disadvantage on attack rolls, that's all.
Cool.
Your speed is 0,
No
though.
biggie.
Is it done? Is it my turn yet?
It's your turn, yeah. That's what I'm saying, it's your turn. I love the flavor text for this creature.
That's horrible.
I will Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
You kind of gather the Eldritch Energy in your hands and just kind of fire, hoping it's gonna be enough.
Alright, first one. A nat one.
Ooh.
Okay.
Second blast. Hits. The 20.
Mm-hmm.
Third blast. Crits.
Nice. There we go.
Okay.
Level 19s.
First one takes 14 damage from the first one.
Okay.
And then oh my god. 12, 18, 27. Takes 36 from the second.
Jeez. Nice.
Alright. Alright, so here's why this creature is hilarious. It took 30 damage in one round. So now let's make a DC if it's going to keep Alexia down or not.
Oh, so you
Vomit her
go-
up.
Natural 20 on the Constitution save, so...
Oh.
You
Dang
you
it.
inside, you're alive still, so you feel its whole body tighten around you, and you start to, like, spasm forward a little bit, then you kind of settle down.
And then
So that was your action.
yeah, I'm trying to think. What can I do that's the most useful?
So you can still attack inside of it, you're just blinded and restrained.
What?
You're alive inside of it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Do I
it's,
still okay.
so if unless Ethelyn kills it, you'll be able to attack inside of it, but you're blinded and restrained right now.
But if they kill it, do I like get to like worm my way out, or am I just like
You don't know?
in the black hole?
You don't know?
You get to burst out of it.
It's definitely
Like alien
warm
burgers.
and like slimy in here, and like it smells like decay as well as like kind of like pure just citric acid. and like where it's touching any of the bear skin on you, it's starting to singe immediately.
You got this, Ithlin. I believe in you. I give you a bardic inspiration.
Alright, Ethlin, you're up.
Alright. Let's see.
I believe it's a D8.
Right.
Yeah, I think we're up to D8 now.
Yeah.
So you have
So
a
I'm
D8 that you can use.
I'm standing behind it now because it's looking at Varys.
Yeah, but you're not flanking it at all.
Oh.
Varys is restrained, so it can't
Oh,
flank you.
yeah, true. I didn't think about that.
And Alexi's inside of it, so...
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Watching
inside.
Varys' attack, it's kind of... You see like a spark just...
Just kind of like an explosion from inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna attack him. 19.
19 will hit. And I'm pretty sure your bonus is more than 3. So how do you want to do this?
Yes!
Ooh! Thank God. Whew.
I wanted to make it explode. Dang it! I was so scared.
I'm just gonna like run up to it and just kind of like take both of my swords and just kind of like cleave at it like that. I don't want to go crazy on it because like Alexia is inside of it somewhere and
Maybe.
Varys is also in there
Maybe
too. I
alternate
can't like.
Do you want to expertly fillet it?
Yes.
Wait, when did Varys get in here?
I'm
He
like,
ate you too?
No,
but
he's
it's
like restrained. He's like coiled around it.
it like
Okay.
wrapped me up.
That's fine. Just make
Tail.
sushi out of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So you run forward, your swords flash into your hands as you... The length of its body is so large, you slash into it, and these two blades kind of like pinch in where you're at, Alexia, and for a moment you can see light outside. And that light expands, it's just... You run forward, and it goes limp around you, and just kind of coils dead around Varys, and you just slip out of its stomach on the ground. Kind of like a birth, just kind of like covered in goo.
Ooh, that's
Gross.
like eating my flesh.
Yeah. When you kill it, everyone starts cheering, and even though there's a language barrier, you can tell everyone's quite pleased with the spectacle.
Fuck these guys, man. Are you not entertained?
Stupid gnomes.
Just gonna...
There you go.
So what do you guys want to do?
Get cleaned up and not die.
Yeah,
Because I
I'm
feel
mostly-
like this
I'm mostly
acid's
dead.
gonna eat away at my 9 points at this point.
You kind of start wiping it off, and like it's more.
With what? It's all over me.
It's all over you. Yeah. So you start trying to like
Wipe
just
more
get all of it off of you, and you notice like where it's touching, like with its anything that's not on your skin, like it's starting to get these like little tiny fringe marks. Your skin definitely feels very tingly. But otherwise, you seem to be okay as you kind of like clean it off you. It's gonna take
Stop, drop, and
a
roll.
shower at this point, as it's like all in your hair and like all over your body, and like
Ugh.
you're like just creating the oozing puddle at your feet pretty much as you start like wiping it off more.
I'd like to wipe some on Iflin and Varys. Just walk by and just like,
Here you go, boys.
just
Wow.
pat you on the back, like, good job.
Yeah.
There you go.
I see how it is. Well then. What now? Is anyone coming out to greet us or anything?
Currently, everyone's just cheering. King Blackstone is talking to somebody. You can just see up above. He's talking to somebody like this. Too far away to even hear, if you could understand him at this moment. But no one's making any aggressive movements towards you. Everyone's happy with your performance. Nobody is aggressive right now. Everyone's impressed.
Well,
So you guys have a moment to collect yourselves.
Cool.
I am going to wiggle out of its grasp and
I look
move
for arrows.
to the center.
Do you know how many you shot?
6.
Make an investigation check.
$18.
Roll d20.
That is my D20. 4.
So you find 2 arrows.
Damn it.
2 that aren't damaged or completely obliterated or consumed in your magical process.
Alright.
You walk in, listening.
Yeah, and then I start playing an epic ballad.
Okay, make a performance check. 12. It's not your best work. As a matter of fact, some of the cheering kind of like lowers to a quiet for a moment, and like there's still some people being like, yeah, but that song has completely killed the mood at this point.
It's okay, I was just warming up anyways.
So King Blackstone steps forward and he nods at you as he's spoken the most with you, and he nods at you and he looks around and his eyes narrow for a moment, and he looks to the left and the soldiers next to him arrows into them and they fall forward into the pit. You guys want to make perception checks?
Yes.
No, they can just die.
I didn't know people hated it that much.
13.
Jeez.
13.
Oof.
Natural 1.
8.
8.
It's better than
Nope.
that one.
You guys can't see anything for a moment.
I'm still blind.
Even the people around you guys are still focused on you more than anything. And as they're quieting down, it takes them a moment to realize something's happening. And then King Blackstone starts shouting in Deep Gnome, and other soldiers are rushing down. One of
What's
them,
who speaking?
Deep Gnome.
Oh, damn it.
I don't think you guys speak Deep Gnome.
I understand Gnomish.
You know, the dialects are kind of similar, but it's a lot like it's all like the difference between like Spanish and like Latin. You know, like it's like similar words, but it doesn't quite make sense when you try and put it together. One of them kicks a rope ladder down into the pit for you guys to climb out of, and the crowd begins dispersing, and most of them are warriors, and so they start drawing weapons and running forward. You guys can't see anything where you guys are down. You're about 50 or so feet down, so your perception checks yielded nothing for that reason, I'll just say. But they kicked a rope ladder down for you guys to climb out. The crowd is dispersing, a lot of them drawing weapons. King Blackstone has turned around at this point and is moving with some of his guards.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but it looks like they're celebrating a little too hard. So let's, I guess we just make our way over to this ladder over here and just go up and mingle, I guess? And as I walk over to the ladder, I will cast tongues so that I can understand what people are saying.
Okay. The echoing around you, where it was babble before, you hear very clearly the words invasion, attacking, it's an ambush.
Oh. We should probably hurry. Now that I can understand what people are saying, there seems to be an attack going on.
By whom?
I don't know. Well, let's go.
Yeah, no, I'm following you.
yeah, I thought you were
I'm-
leaving.
I don't know where the ladder is, but I assume it's directly in front of
Yeah.
me.
Alright.
Nope. We are getting out of here.
Alright. So as you guys climb up, what you can see... I'm gonna grab my other dice actually to try and help demonstrate this a little bit better. Alright. So you guys climb up. This outer edge is up. And... Oops. You actually do see these smaller ones are the deep gnomes. The other ones are enemies. So what you see, and it's kind of confusing, is it's more deep gnomes fighting each other.
Okay.
But you see at this point, the ones that have turned on everybody, they have that same kind of luminescent goo on the back of their heads that you've seen other creatures have.
Oh.
And as you guys climb out of the pit fully and kind of see the battle unfold, you see at the far end over here, this creature, very, very tall and lengthy. Tentacles where a mouth would be. Big, huge, luminescent brain. And two of those large Umberhold creatures you fought previous standing next to it. Just kind of in a daze.
Oh my.
What would you guys like to do?
Run away.
Instantly conjure pack weapon.
Okay.
But how much time would you say we have before somebody, like, starts coming towards us?
No one's coming towards you right now. Everyone is wrapped up in the battle.
I have some stuff I need to do.
If it's like a minute preparation time, probably that. If it's like a few minutes for a spell, probably not.
1 minute might be enough.
Okay.
We shall see. And how many times I need to do this.
Have we gotten out of the pit yet?
Yeah.
I ran away. Hey man,
I'm
I'm on
gonna go to
the verge of
bathroom while Varys
dying,
is doing stuff.
and I'm covered in acid, bro.
So this is what the creature looks
What
like.
do you want me? He's gross. Is that a Cthulhu?
Kind of. I mean, this is what the creature looks like.
If I start spamming healing word, how many do you think I can get out?
What's the casting time? Is it an action?
A bonus action.
A bonus action?
And its duration is instant.
A round is typically 3 or 6 seconds. So a bonus action is probably like 2 seconds of that. So
probably all my spell slots worth if I chose to do so.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, I start spamming out
well,
healing
you can
word.
cast it as a. Can't you cast it as a standard action as well and it heals for more?
No, it's just bonus action. It just does regular. Whatever it does. So. I can cast it as a higher level spell and it will heal more, so.
It's up to you guys. Oh, that's gross.
Alright, so I'm gonna start speaking some mumbo jumbo, and you're gonna start feeling real good.
Okay.
Alright.
And so I'm gonna cast. My god, it's insane. I'm gonna cast it 5 times at level 2.
Okay.
Because reasons.
Okay.
How much do I get back?
Yeah,
Oh,
Gotta
do you have to
figure
roll
that
for
out.
it? Okay.
Doggo, you took my spot.
how close to dying are you?
I'm at 9.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty
What about you?
done in.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm at 1/3 of my total HP.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're like in the 30s?
Yes.
Okay. So, Alexia, you gain 8 plus. Oh! I completely forgot about this, but the creature that was cursed by my Hexblade curse died, so I gained back HP.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Warlock level plus Charisma, I think, so 16. So you gain 8 plus 11 plus 10, so you get back 29 HP. So that was 3 that I used on her, and then 2 on myself. So that's 9 plus 11 is 20. Freaking healing word.
While Varys is casting these spells, would you like to do anything?
Rub more of this goo on this one.
I saved you.
I'll start shooting this. Just like start dwindling down.
And then I have one more thing that I'd like to do after
Okay, never mind. If we're over there,
all my
I'm gonna
killing.
attack those guys.
I'm gonna take pop shots at that
I mean, you
guy.
can see everyone.
I know, but they're closer to us. They like
I'm going
run up
to,
on me. Steal my
assuming we're about to fight, I'm
Of course we
going
are.
to,
It's this one right here that dropped the rope ladder for you guys.
shit. Well, I have to save him. Shh. Got me out of that dismal hole.
will cast Heroism at 3rd level.
Hero.
Okay.
Yeah, so I walk up next to you guys and I kind of touch your arms and you gain
Oh, man.
5 temporary hit points.
You gotta
So who got
ask
HP from you
I
doing
did.
that? She did.
She did. Because me and her were both single digit health.
Oh man.
Okay. So we'll keep the original initiative order, and we'll say that'll
Yeah.
finish your turn at that
Come
point.
on, guys.
So at the start of your turn,
Starting
So
my
this
turn.
one you're up.
you get 5
Alright.
All of us. Okay.
5 temporary hit points.
Okay.
So you subtract those first.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the start of your turn, for as long as I'm concentrating on it,
I wrote it down.
You'll get
It's like the
5.
HP that I currently have. It's easier to remember that way.
Do you want to see the art, Jordan?
Yes.
You're fighting.
Oh, I mean, I knew it was a mind flayer. I know what a mind flayer is.
Don't say the word. They don't know.
It's obviously a mind flayer.
They're fucking terrible. In case you weren't 100% aware of that.
And I'm pretty sure we fought one before, but
You guys should fight, or you did at this point. You did.
Come on, Mifflin. Are you doing a thing? Do a thing, Mifflin.
I'm gonna
Do other
attack
things. Number 6.
that stupid little gnome right
That's
there.
not a gnome.
If you know.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
they're gnomes
Why
fighting
are
gnomes,
fighting
man.
gnomes? What the fuck?
We don't
You
know
don't know.
yet. Because they're
Then
dirty
maybe we
little
should just
gnomes.
kill the Cthulhu-looking motherfucker, and then the gnomes
Shit.
stop fighting the other gnomes.
Good luck with that.
Hey man, I defeated one boss time. That's it. No thanks to you guys. Fucking stone
I'm-
statues.
I have a hatred of mind flayers, so
see if
Good
I
luck.
ever
good luck
speak
with
sweet
that.
nothings to you again.
Okay, let's see.
In this edition, they have an ability called Extract Brain.
What does that do?
If they
It obviously
damage you
extracts
and
your
reduce you to
brain.
0 hit points, you just die.
Oh, that's terrible.
Your brain is extracted.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
I mean, Just-
But
don't get in his way.
Just don't let it extract your brain.
24 to hit that little gnome.
We'll definitely hit him.
Also, it has not yet been 10 minutes, so you still have that bardic inspiration I gave you earlier.
It's been about, I'll say probably like half that time, given you cast a bunch of spells outside of combat, so
It took us 5 minutes to climb
So
that
he still
stupid
has
ladder.
like
5 minutes left. Yeah, you still
50
have
rounds or some crazy
plenty,
shit.
Plenty of time. Yeah,
10 damage.
10 damage.
I rolled really terrible.
Okay. So you run up next to him, and the gnome kind of, the one that's on your side seemingly looks at you, and you slash overhead, knocking the other one back. It looks to you at that point while the other one goes in for the other one.
I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay.
Uh, 12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll miss, unfortunately. You slam into its shield, it bounces your blade off.
This tiny little shield.
Mhm.
So effective. Well, I'll try again. Uh, 18.
That'll hit.
There we go. That's better. Uh, 11.
11 damage. Alright, he's still standing.
Little bastard. I'll try and attack him again.
Okay, so your bonus action attack?
Yes.
Alright. It's actually in the
There we
book.
go. 25.
To hit?
Yes.
So definitely hit. since they're technically erased. They're not in here.
17 damage.
So with that last attack, finally you break through his defenses and kind of cleave through it, and he falls to the ground.
There we go.
At this point, you see noticeably that it definitely has that luminescent goo on the back of its head.
Mm-hmm.
Its eyes just kind of white, no pupil, just on the ground. And after Ithlin's looked here.
What's my range?
600 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna sharpshooter bursting arrow the Cthulhu.
Okay.
Davy Jones.
Oh, God!
Dude, I saw a trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 today, and I lost my shit because Pirates of the Caribbean is back, and
Because it actually doesn't exist.
and you get to fight Davy Jones. It's like the World's End storyline.
Spoilers. God.
It's a joke, the game's fake.
I can't wait for that game.
It's like
22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Okay.
Chat, that game is gonna be so good. Been waiting forever for it.
it's a lie.
It's the only game I've been looking forward to for so long.
Oh, is that your damage this time? Oh, it's not terrible.
Wow, man. Fuck.
That's well above average.
Good job, Alexia. You're doing okay. You were doing decently well. Compared to normal, you know.
Okay, so
3 out of
32
10.
damage to Cthulhu.
Okay.
Davy Jones. And
Need to
10 to his minions.
Okay.
Each.
1 second. Need to know if this is a bonus action or not. Oh, it's an action. Okay. So 32 to him?
Yep. 10 to everyone else.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think I can hit him too. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Eldritch Blast OP.
Alright.
And I do it again! Sharpshooter bursting arrow. Aimed at the Cthulhu.
At this point, you
He
feel
knows right here.
kind of cold hatred and intent well up inside of you, like it's being directed right at you. And he just kind of holds out his hand and points at you. But go ahead and make an attack.
It's a terrible idea.
Oh, I also forgot to mention that while we're all under my heroism effect, we can't be feared. 18
to hit.
We're
18
heroes.
would hit, but he holds up his hand, and you've seen Varys cast a slowly forward spell before as a ethereal shield appears around your arrow, slams into it.
I redirect it with curving shot as my bonus action. Haha! And I aim it at number 2.
Okay. Does that just hit, or do you have to make the attack roll still?
I think I still do an attack roll. Don't I?
I don't know. I don't play an arcane archer. You should have it written down.
Keep. Oh, damn it!
That's a roll.
Okay, well, it's the same thing. 18 to hit. Because everything else stays the same. It'll still be a sharpshooter
I
bursting
think that
arrow.
hits. I have to bounce back and forth between like multiple monsters now.
Either way, it's 18.
Yeah, you re-roll the attack against a different target. Within 60 feet of the original. That's insane.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
So still 18
The arrow
to
like
hit.
goes, and then you can be like,
Yeah,
hit that
wow.
person.
I believe that hits. Let me check.
It's really useful.
18 just barely hits the creature next to it.
Dope. Okay. Is this one within 10 feet of that one?
Yes.
Cool. Then they all 3 get damage again.
Why not?
Because I did a
Oh,
sharpshooter
right.
bursting
Gotcha,
arrow.
gotcha.
Like the arrow doesn't change. I just have to
I'm
re-roll
pretty sure your arcane shot is
to
a
hit.
on hit though, right? So I don't know if you can do it multiple times around. I guess I don't see why not. It's a resource, so you can specify.
Oh. Okay, so 4 to Cthulhu and number 4. And then 4, 9. 9 plus 7.
16.
26 to number 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Like at this point, should I just change my name to Calculator? Like,
Yes, please.
You're like Rain Man when it comes to math. You're so quick. It's insane.
Okay, so I did a bonus action and technically 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
So I still have one more?
You still have one more attack, yeah.
Okay. I'll do sharpshooter on number 2.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Double hit.
So sad.
18 damage.
Still pretty good on a 1.
It is, but
It could be a whole lot better.
yeah.
Alright. Anything else?
I'll action surge.
Okay.
Don't have any more arcane shots, but you know, whatever.
Just need to.
I'll do another sharpshooter on number 2. Oh, he's doing something.
Oh, plenty of range. Okay. Good.
Sharpshooter at number 2.
I've seen if you guys are more than 120 feet away.
18 to hit. Number 2.
That is a negative. I counted earlier. So what you're saying is I should pew and then just run away.
21 damage to number 2.
21 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
And I do it again! Another sharpshooter, number 2.
Alright.
Yeah!
Nice.
It's a 20 something.
Yeah, it's a
24.
20-something.
It definitely hits.
20 something to hit.
Another one.
18 damage.
Okay.
So last one, sharpshooter on number 2.
18 on a 1.
Oh, thanks. 13 to hit, so that one misses. I'm done.
Alright, so you let loose a barrage of arrows, and some of
Oh
them.
wait, I can do curving shot as a bonus on that one.
You already used your bonus action. Oh, I guess you used action
I
surge.
action
So
surge.
Yeah.
you get the
I'll
impossible bonus
re-roll.
action. Okay.
And catch Cthulhu off guard.
Okay. Yeah, so the fact is still up, so his AC is going to be much higher.
Dicks. Okay.
Go ahead.
Just roll net 20.
Nope. Totally miss. It's only a 14.
Is it a sharpshooter? or-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it definitely misses.
Alright, I'm done.
Okay. Enemy's turn. You all are within 120 feet, so you all hear inside your heads emanates this kind of raspy, slow voice. Kill the girl!
Let's me, guys.
I don't know.
And you
Are any of
watch
these gnomes women?
as all of the enemies turn around and begin ignoring the other gnomes and making their way
Wait.
towards you.
What? I thought those were the enemies.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the... We're trying to
So
save
they'll
these
get the swing on
guys.
him.
Trying to attack me.
They'll get the swing on him. So a bunch of AOPs on their end. These guys are gonna... Actually... Both of them face into the ground, and you can't see them anymore.
Oh. I don't like that.
Why is he in the pit?
Don't worry about it. It's wherever he wants to be.
So a bunch of AOPs on their end. See if anything hits.
Hello there.
It's a natural 1.
Hello there.
6, 9. That one actually hit. And so will that. Okay. So, seemingly conflicted as the enemies run past them, the other gnomes try and attack them, but they seem conflicted by it, so they don't attack with conviction, so they miss most of their attacks. A few of them land solid hits, though.
That's something.
Useless, you mean?
Yeah, they're gnomes. What are you gonna do?
Alright, that's it for them. Let's see, hold on a sec. Okay, they can't do that yet, so. That's it. Ferris, you're up.
Okay. I attack this dude.
Okay. He's not even looking at you.
Oh.
Alright.
Please don't have one.
Okay,
That's
thank
good
God.
enough.
21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay. And I'm going to do my, what's it called? My defensive flourish as well.
Okay.
Get that AC super high. Or not.
Skip away from the page.
So 6, 7, 13 damage to this dude.
To which one?
I would say number 6, but there's 2 number 6s.
Yeah, I have them. Don't worry, I have them. Which one?
This guy.
Okay, so 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Yes.
I swing on him again.
Okay.
Oh boy. 16?
16 just barely hits.
Nice.
Okay, that's why I can't find it.
13 damage.
Okay, he drops.
And then...
So almost robotically, as you slash into him, he just looks right at Alexia and keeps walking forward. You cut him down as he goes.
I
I
will
was thinking
move
mind
5,
control
10,
to him.
15, 20. Move here.
Okay.
And then my last attack on this guy.
Hmm.
17 to hit.
Total hit.
And 8 damage.
Okay. 8 damage. Okay. That one was previously wounded, but he's still up.
And I am done.
Alright, Ethelyn, you're up.
Right. Let's see. Move over there. And swing on number 4.
Okay.
You could have moved there and been flanking.
But are you attacking the 4th one?
No, I'm just standing there.
Don't you have to be... How does flanking work?
You just have to be flanking it, that's all. As long as you have an ally there to back you up, essentially.
Oh, just as long as they're not, like, restrained.
Yeah, as long as you have a threatening ally.
Oh. Well, I have another 5 feet of movement, so...
Okay.
There we go. There's my... Okay, now I'm flanking him.
Yeah.
And that's advantage?
Gives you advantage on attack rolls, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna attack the little bastard gnome. Oh, they got that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 24.
24 hits.
Twelve, 16 damage.
Okay. He's still up.
Alright. Let's go again. Alright, 19 to hit.
That'll definitely hit. First attack cuts him very, very deep. Second one, with Alexia backing you up, he kind of has limited movement, so you slash at him again.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
10. There we go, there's some decent damage. 10. 18.
That'll cut him down.
Nice. Let's see. One. That was 2 attacks?
Yes.
It was 2. So I'm going to swing on number 3 now. Uh, 20.
20 will hit.
18.
And that one was previously damaged, so that one dies.
Yeah! But I can't move anymore, so that's it.
Okay. Lexi, you're up.
2 for 1.
Cthulhu's shield still up.
Hasn't been his turn yet, so yes.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Psionic commands do not take an action.
Garbage.
I'll shoot number 2.
So. Okay.
$18 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 damage.
Okay.
Shoot at him again.
Natural.
Ooh, there we go.
$17. 17.
That's enough to kill him.
Nice.
So quick work of them as he's running forward. You just mow him down with arrows.
I'll shoot number 6.
Okay.
That's a nat 16, so...
That'll hit for sure.
Okay. 11 damage.
And that's one Varus hit already, so one also dies.
Nice.
I'm done.
Alright. So on his turn, he flies up into the air and runs off.
Oh, cool. Cool.
And you lose track of him as well. This one turns to you and speaks in a language you don't understand because Varus isn't there.
I can understand bits and pieces. It just doesn't make sense.
He's speaking like very fast paced, lots and lots of words at once, and then he feels defeated and realizes you can't understand him.
I point at Varus and say,
He turns around to one of the bodies on the ground and starts examining the goo on their head.
I too investigate the goo.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check. What are you doing?
Oliver's on the counter.
Dumbass.
Medicine check.
Yes.
Cool. 20.
Ooh.
20.
Nice.
So you very, very carefully kind of turn the body over, and there's no wound, but it's kind of secreting through its head. And as you kind of like move it away, like it's not coming out of a orifice per se, but it is secreting through its skull.
Gross.
It's called osmosis.
Do you want to do anything else?
I'd like to use a little bit of my, like I have a roll of bandages, so I want to like rip a piece off, put some of the glue on it,
Okay.
and then put it on Iflin to see if I can mind control
I
it.
want to see what happens.
Because the goo is on.
Nothing happens. It just.
Okay, I wipe the goo off and throw it away.
Okay.
It's like throw it on the gnome next to me, just walk off.
Okay. These two walk up to you and they go, they came out of nowhere. Our own people began attacking us.
Yes, it seems like this had something to do with it, and I like touch my sword to like the back of the head of one of the dudes with the goo. And
What is this creature?
I don't know, I've never seen this before. This is new to me. But I bet it had something to do with the dude that flew away.
One of them takes his hammer and just smashes the back of the skull. And as it does, it's softer than anticipated and it makes kind of a dull sound as opposed to like a cracking sound.
Ew.
So does he just have like this huge indent in the back of his head?
It cracks it open, but he kind of like pushes parts of it away, and there are these little tiny like squid creatures inside of it. and you kind of it spills out of the head, more goo secreting out of it as it does, and there's no brain in there whatsoever.
There's just like a little squid thing squirming around in there.
It's not squirming; it's just on its back.
Mini Cthulhu.
That's where they come from.
I suggest we round up all the bodies and burn them. Just for good measure. No telling if these things will get back up.
I must make sure Lord Blackstone is safe.
Oh yes. Where did Lord Blackstone go? I imagine he wants to speak with us.
He left with some of his guards, but any one of them could be infected with these things.
Well, then we should make haste. I'll go and round up my friends and we'll follow you guys. Oh, hello.
Apparently Ithlin runs over to you.
I've managed my way over there now.
Okay. So you see what I just described on the ground in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still playing with Goose.
You're doing whatever you're doing.
Alexia, come.
I don't hear you.
You're just playing with the goo over there.
I'm so entranced by the Goo. You said you were gonna come get us. Just come get me. How do you know the exit's over there anyway?
This one leaves at this point.
Maybe I'm by the exit.
Then begins walking over towards Varys.
What you doing?
Does he have goo on his face? Well, I put it there, so he should. What's going on? Did you guys notice this goo on their heads?
Yeah, there's little squid things inside of their heads.
That's gross.
See, look.
Yeah.
They poke it.
Doesn't move.
Gross. Let's get out of
I
here.
stabbed the squid.
The one that was trying to communicate you sees Varys and is like, Lord Blackstone ordered me to make sure you guys escaped. He sees your worth, and a deal is a deal. He ordered me to escort you to safety.
They are going to take us to get food.
Why couldn't he just tell me that himself?
Because apparently you don't speak their language.
They speak deep gnome.
Yeah, I know. Can you just let me be humorous for a minute? Jeez,
My companions are
Ithlin.
hungry.
God. It's like signed to.
I'm disgruntled because I don't
I
appreciate
signaled
being
that I want to
paraphrased.
shower. Just like,
You begin signaling that you want to shower, and they come up from the ground and hit you, Alexia.
Oh
Whoa.
no!
Ouch.
I'm in ambush!
Pretty much.
Should have gotten out of here faster.
Yeah, probably. If you weren't playing with the goo.
Whatever. You know that he would have been like, yeah, they pop up right as we're leaving. Doesn't matter.
Alright, how much time has gone by since the dude flew away and we did all this?
About 5 or 6 rounds.
5 or 6 rounds. Okay, so my spell's still up.
You'll take a total of 15 damage from both attacks. Not both of them 15, but together 15.
I'm dead. No, just kidding.
So
this
combat
has
rages
been
on.
dead.
You still have my temporary HP.
Oh, yeah.
For my
so
spell.
only 10. Cool. Give me 8. That's much easier now.
My turn?
Yes.
Alexia, behind you!
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Who, me?
Yes.
Is this a charming effect? If it's a charm effect, all of us have advantage.
It's not a charm effect.
That makes me sad because I have a really high bonus to this and I'm probably going to roll a 1 like I did with the fucking lightning. 17.
Okay. You are fine. You feel your head gets really wobbly and confused for a second. There's 2 of them, so you need to make another one.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
27.
There.
Okay. You were good on both accounts. Your vision kind of solidifies and your head got really fuzzy for a second, but...
But now you
were
don't know
fine.
which one's which. Because I did more damage to one of them.
I know which one's which. I have it written down.
But now it's an 11 and not a 2.
I know which one it is, don't worry.
Anyways, I'm
I want consistency, guys.
flanking with Alexia, yes?
Yes, I don't know. Am I down? I don't know.
I don't think
Yes.
so.
I'm standing there.
Alright.
Oblivious to what's behind.
I will swing on number 4, and I will use another defensive flourish.
Okay.
Ooh!
Not 20.
Okay.
Booyah!
I got a 20 and a 19.
Okay.
Either way, crit.
Double crits, baby.
Let me make sure to roll this one first. This one
So
will be
lucky
my-
today.
Maybe.
It's
I've
been-
rolled a
it's
lot of
been
nat
rolled
ones,
for-
too.
He's been
Yeah.
getting nat ones and he's been getting crits.
This is true. It's been pretty much
Sad.
Give
all.
and take, give and take.
So sad.
I got 1 crit. That's 4.
I only got a natural 20 on a saving throw, so.
23 damage.
So that is the one that Alexia previously damaged.
Yeah!
So that one goes down.
Made it all the way.
Nice. So what do
Okay.
these things look like?
That's these things.
And then I will rotate around
Not those buggos.
to number 11 and flankaroo him.
Okay.
Flankaroo.
Yep.
You'll be flankaroo.
Attack.
Oh!
Another crit.
I'm gonna use my feet to
Jeez.
re-roll my 14, because why not?
Okay.
Okay, that was worse, but yeah, like 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 12 damage,
Okay.
and then I will bonus action attack for my last attack. Oh. 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
5, 10 damage.
Alright. This one not quite as damaged. You make some slight indents into its shell, and parts of it crack a little bit. You manage to find very narrow parts where its shell creases, but seems up and ready for a fight. Ithlin, you're up.
Alright.
So I need you to make a charisma saving throw as well.
Damn it.
Still have my bardic inspiration, don't forget.
Oh, I need that. I'm -1.
It's a d8 to your roll if you choose
Or
to
maybe
use
if you
it.
want such a sassy pitch.
It's okay, I don't need it. That's 17.
Have some more chips, please. Gosh, it's weird they have advantage on Alexia. How much?
That is
17.
17? Yeah, you were good. Your head gets fuzzy as well, but you were fine.
Alright.
They must be able to see you very well because of your bright red hair.
Remember when Alexia was blonde for like a few months?
Alright, so now
Fucking Sean
I'm
remembers.
gonna attack him.
Okay.
Shut your filthy little mouth.
Am I flanking him, or where is he looking?
No, you're not flanking him.
You're not
We're
flanking him.
flanking him.
Okay. It has to be like...
He's
yeah.
against the pit.
Okay.
Just
Diagonally
push him
or
in, push him
horizontal,
in,
but
push
there's
him
no
in.
one behind him, so.
Push him in.
Oh, okay. Diagonal or horizontal?
Push him into the pit.
And just like this is
I mean,
Sparta
like,
him.
I'd have to
Took him
follow
into-
him
Yeah,
to
Sparta
attack
him.
him.
Just this.
It wouldn't help me.
No, man. Poof. I don't know where.
We're in the Underdark. It's not called Gnome Land.
Okay, well,
I don't want to go to Gnome Land. It sounds
really, 'cause
horrible.
you hate the gnomes.
But you could
I
see Laz.
fucking hate gnomes.
You're a terrible.
I hate Laz.
Oh.
It's not true. I love him. Let's see. 22.
That'll hit.
Yep.
You still got one.
Yeah, it's fair. It was fate. 7, 8, 12 damage.
Okay.
That one's still alive.
Yes.
Alright, attack number 2.
The other one was severely weakened by Alexia. This one is. He's looking kind of woozy now, but.
Okay. Yeah.
Severely
Right.
damaged.
Super severe. 22.
That'll hit.
Just because their boss had to put up a shield. Even though when I try, it don't work.
You have to have the spell.
I know.
Shield, Alexia.
That's the. Oh my god, if you, like. Explain it. My joke is no longer funny.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Just forced.
Mind players don't understand humor.
You're not the main
13 damage.
She sounds like a robot.
They understand how to like rip your brain out of your nose and put a squid in there, but they don't understand when things are funny.
Yeah.
It's just like, look what I
They've
did.
transcended humor. They're a creature beyond.
It's my turn.
So you alive still?
Mm-hmm.
Alive still. Okay, attack number 3. Cool. Alright, 24.
That'll hit. You guys are getting really good rolls tonight.
Yeah.
You're gonna be upset if when I finally get 9th level spells, I use Wish to make it so that on the next Mind Flayer I encounter finds things humorous again, and then I use a spell to cause them to laugh, like, non-stop.
Cautious City is laughing.
Yeah.
18.
18 damage.
Actually, not
She
even.
is still up.
By that time,
Oof, jeez.
You remember these things are very hardy and
Yeah.
I would
true. Attack him again, I guess.
Alright.
See if I can go all 4.
I would do like physical comedy with this then. Make a performance
Physical
check.
comedy.
Yeah, make him laugh.
That one's probably not gonna hit. 15.
15 will miss. So you do a whirlwind of attacks and you clash against it, chips of its armor, splinter away. Finally the second one hits, it catches it in its claw, and kind of pull your sword out. But it's sick of your shit.
3 for 4.
Alexia, you're up.
I pull out my scimitar and stab him. $27.
That'll hit.
$8 damage. And con save of 14.
He fails.
Woo! Plus 7 damage.
Nice. So 16.
No, it'll be 15 total.
Yeah, 8 and 7 is 15.
Oh. Okay, so 9 and 7.
And I do it again. Is he still up?
Give me a sec. Yes, he's still up.
Okay, stab him again. $13.
Clashes against this thick shell.
Try again. Ooh, 26.
That'll hit.
Alright, 6 damage. Con save of 14.
You gonna set this time?
Damn. Alright, 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm done.
I think you have another attack.
No, that's 3.
Okay.
The first one hit and he was poisoned. The second one missed.
Alright.
Third one stabbed him. But he ain't poisoned again. No double poison.
That one will miss you. So, flushes out the claw and misses. Tries to hit you again. This time this will hit you.
Did you remember your temporary HP, Alexia?
Yeah, I already used that last time.
Who are you attacking?
Oh, Alexia.
Yeah, but you get it at
So
the
you
start
take
of every
6
one of your
damage?
turns.
Oh. What?
Take 6 damage. Its last attack on you.
Got
Now it's worse. That'll just barely hit though.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. So you'll take 10 damage that
You
time.
use shield.
Right? Shield.
You yell shield as you
And it
punch
works
in the
this
face.
time.
Yes!
Shield. Ugh.
Why won't this work?
Trying so hard.
Get the.
That's all Varys and I ever do. It works for them.
They just have to say shield and it works.
Help it and that'll miss.
Maybe I'm not saying it right. Just shoot! I'll try to imitate one of you.
You can't be aloof enough
Still
to
didn't.
do it like me.
Yeah, but the way that we do it, we're like,
That is not at all what I do.
So
I'm
he
gonna
was just
try
weak
spirit
enough
fingers next
that
time.
these two run up to it and start bashing it with their maces. And they
Two
kind of
gnomes?
yeah, and they start cracking it like an egg, and it goes down.
These guys, what?
Oh, the gnomes killed
They
it.
took the glory.
That's the worst.
These guys at this point will start running this way. They turn to you, Varys, and they say, "We appreciate your help, but this isn't your fight. We were ordered to make sure you got out of here so we can keep our vow."
Right, and then I turn to the thingy that's laying on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and I start pushing it with my foot.
Okay.
And I try to roll it off of the
You do
edge
so.
into the pit to make sure it really dies.
Actually, make a strength check. It's pretty hefty.
I assist him, noticing what he's
do
doing.
Okay.
I get to use athletics for this?
Yeah, strength.
That's just a strength check.
Well,
It's not really athletic
With
as much as
advantage
it's just
because
strength.
I'm helping you.
This is
oh really?
yeah. I mean, if she was gonna help you as well, then yeah.
And it was my initial idea to put him in the pit. If he just decided not to.
22?
Okay, you managed to push it up.
Does he like make a crater at the bottom? Because he's so fast.
He makes a hefty thud, but doesn't make a crater so much as he
Is
just.
there dust flying out? is this
Bits of
your-
rock kind of splinter
Oh,
everywhere,
cool.
but
Job well done, Varys.
he's only a large creature, so he's only slightly bigger than you guys.
Alright.
Where are we off to now? What's going on?
So it's up to you guys if you want to assist them or leave.
Well, they're leading us out, right? That's what they want to do.
They said that they were going to lead you guys out. However, it's your choice if you.
I'm on the
You know, the
verge
mind
of
flayer
death,
went off
so-
in that direction.
I'm gonna follow him out.
We've got
Yeah.
more important things to worry about. If this king dies, then
All the gnomes die.
our best chance of finding Kylina and getting to our objective dies with him. So
You do
lead the way.
You do recall that they agreed to help you like find the way out of here, though, of the Underdark.
Yeah,
So.
that's a secondary goal for me. My main goal is revenge.
Okay. So we'll skip over that part. So they lead you out, and for Ithlin and Varys, this is a path you've taken before. This is where the king led you the day previous. And so, Alexia, you get to see as these two gnomes perform the same kind of magical control over the rock, and they educate you about it along the way. So as they're kind of pushing it away, they say that their people are innately in touch with the earth, and that it's taken them a while to master it, but they can control the substance like any other stone. And they explain to you that it's called phasrite. And for whatever reason, not only does it obscure people from scrying on them and trying to see them through magical means, it seems to alter the effect of magic. It also interferes with magic directly. So when you guys were trying to cast spells a few days before, that's why it wasn't working 100% efficiently.
Varys relays all of this information to us
Yeah,
accurately,
I want to
Maybe.
hear your summary of that.
without paraphrasing anything,
So
like he likes to do with me. It's for the best.
he says that the rocks make it so magic is affected in a weird way.
That was some insight there.
And that his people have learned how to control the rocks.
Rock whisper.
Would you like to say anything else?
That's some good stuff.
No, that's just all I say to them.
Okay. They also educate you on the basilisks
Oh,
and saying that they watched you guys fight them previously, and it was entertaining, but it was a good effort nonetheless. But he noticed you guys got petrified, and he explains to you that the stomach acid of a basilisk actually neutralizes the petrifying effect, and explains that in their stomach, when they eat stone, it turns back into flesh if it was previous flesh, and so you can use it to counteract the petrification process. It just takes a lot of it.
So you guys just needed to be eaten.
I guess so.
Yeah, but I feel like the basilisk would have eaten us piece by piece.
This is out of context. I don't know why you're bringing up basilisks.
Yeah. I'll let you relay whatever information you want to relay.
He says that the stone creatures we fought before that turned us to stone, there's nothing we can really do about that.
Well,
They just
then
have
how
ways
did you
with...
guys revert from the stone?
They just have ways... Probably the magic stone that negates magic of some kind. I don't know. They can control magic and rock.
You're the worst. Alright, cool.
I don't see you making any attempts to learn the language.
It's definitely one-sided as they explain this to Varys, because you can't understand what they're saying at all, but Varys you understand completely, and he's only replying in common. And so they're saying a bunch of gibberish, and he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And you only understand what he's saying.
Do I notice that he's taking a fraction of the time to relay what they're saying?
Check. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Like, So where's the insight? +5? Oh, 7.
7.
I'm pretty convinced.
It gets lost in translation. You being a scholar, you understand that some dialects and languages, they have more words and more syllables per word or sentence that they're saying, and so it just this must be the simplified version of what they're saying.
Dang.
So you continue on, and that's all they tell you. And you get to see the pathways that Varys and Ithlin got to see before Alexia, as they control the stone and move it around. And you guys walk for about an hour, and you understand that you wouldn't really find this pathway unless you could move the rock like they can, and that they're very well hidden.
I have a flashback.
Okay.
Because it reminds me of something.
Okay. They continue explaining to you that when they retreated here, that it was the best possible option, because even the Drow have a hard time navigating without magic through the tunnels. And so the phase right was a good way for them to hide without being noticed, but what Mind Flayers do were different, and that they must have somehow infiltrated the city without anyone knowing and just waited for the time.
Interesting.
I don't know if you want to paraphrase that either.
They don't know how the squid dude got here.
Oh.
So at that point, you can see firsthand the destruction of the city. Many buildings pieces of them are taken out, but it's not kind of crumbling. Part of it is crumbled and some of the structures have fallen away. But you notice that it's as if a very, very smooth, precise slice was taken out of all of it. And even where part of it is missing, it's smooth rock, and it's not crumbly in the slightest. It's just as if someone just scooped a part of the stone out. And at this point, they explain to you that when the Drow invaded 6 months ago, their small platoon that they had, that one of the females produced this gem and called some kind of energy to the center of the city, and when it was over, anyone who was caught in the blast was dead, completely vanished, as well as this is the aftermath of what happened. The stone and buildings just completely gone.
Yeah, I remember them telling me about that. Kylina and the Drow did this.
With what?
Something about Kylina's mother falling and landing on the ground.
Are you paraphrasing them, Varys?
What? I don't know what that word means.
You are, aren't you?
Learn the language or something. Like, come on, man. No, in all seriousness, though, Kylina used some sort of stone and caused an explosive blast that killed everyone that was in the vicinity of the blast and caused this crater.
Didn't she steal a stone from my grandfather?
Mm-hmm.
The pure, unrefined energy of the elves. The will of the land itself in, like, physical form.
You remember the stone she stole from my grandfather? I think that's what she's using. But you say this was 6 months ago.
Yes?
Means we've been down here longer than it feels.
It feels like a week or two to me.
But if Kylina came down, was here 6 months ago, it means we would be here about 6 months as well. Because we left the surface lands shortly after she did.
I guess that explains why my hair got so long.
Not to mention, you're looking a little old, Varys.
You too.
Damn these wrinkles.
Yeah.
I feel like at 83, I'm probably showing a little wrinkles.
Well, you're like 100 years off from death.
That's something to look forward to. There's the silver lining.
You're the only one who remembers that you guys were ever in the Feywilds.
Oh, yeah.
And so you know that you were only in the Feywilds for 2 or 3 days.
What? Like actual 2 or 3 days, or like it felt like 2 or 3 days?
It felt 2 or 3 days to you.
Mm.
But you also remember that time flows differently there.
I would attribute this difference in time to our time spent in the Feywilds. Though it felt like maybe 3 days. It was probably much longer than that.
Sure. I don't remember any of that. I just remember we stepped through a portal when we were here.
Yes, I know. It's fine. I remember for all 3 of us. Even though you quite enjoyed me being a cat for some reason.
Oh yeah, you don't remember she was ever a cat.
That's the greatest travesty of all.
I said nothing. Well, Kylina's done enough damage with the rock. We need to get it back.
Yes.
I hate to think what kind of shit.
Plans? Maybe? The story?
I can't think of the word right now. I'd hate to see what the elven land looks like right now. With the stone being gone for so long.
Ithlin, that being your hometown where you grew up, you being some of the few to know how it works.
Condition! That was the word.
You know
There
that
we
given
go.
how it was looking when you guys left already, 6 months without the magic flowing through the land, probably very devastating. So, it's a personal tidbit for you to
Mull over.
know or share or whatever.
I fear that we have been here far too long. I worry for my homeland. I worry that I may not have a home to return to. We must leave as soon as possible.
I will not have a land to rule. Okay, what? Now I've heard that.
At this point, they ask you if you're ready to move on.
Yep.
Yes.
Noticing that you guys are talking, they don't understand a word any of you were saying except for you.
Please lead the way.
So at this point, tongues is probably where I'll...
Yeah.
It's not where, right? So mid-sentence, they're like, in the Drow City, you'll need to... No, shock.
Oh, hold on a minute. Alright, what were you saying?
in the Drow city, it's well guarded by Phasrite, much like our city was, and many other magical devices and ancient centuries. The Drow are, as careful as they are, cruel. They explain to you that if you are to find this Drow you're looking for, that it will not be as simply as strolling into the city or sneaking your way through. They also explain that while they don't understand it to its full effect, Drow have their own houses that they exist within, and that you'll have to find the right house that this Drow you're looking for resides in.
Probably the most maleficent one. Most evil looking. Just gonna scope out the auras. Like, it feels extra evil over here.
Well, I imagine with the power that she wields now, she's probably wherever their nobility would be. She's
Well
probably in charge
protected.
of the whole place now.
Drow seem to have a hierarchy based on who is in most favor with their deity. I don't know the specifics, I just know that they backstab each other as much as they backstab everyone else.
I see.
We've had business with the Drow. Typically they stay away from us and allow us to live as long as we provide them with stone and minerals, and for them to give the Duergar to forge weapons for them, but the attack was completely unexpected.
Yes. It's unfortunate.
Couldn't paraphrase any of that, or
Well, you're our translator. What are they
you
saying?
just hear Vera say, "That's unfortunate."
Oh, it's nothing, something that'll bore you. Talking about hierarchies of Drow society.
I see.
Apparently, the person in charge of Drow society is whoever is the most favored by their deity. I have no idea who that is.
Guess I failed that religion check that one time.
That's true. I don't think any of you.
Yeah.
Someone in the previous party knew.
Yeah.
I know that Awen told you who it was. You recall her speaking about Wolf, the Spider Queen.
Oh, that's true. She talked about it
Yeah.
because we failed it.
You failed it.
Yeah, I did specifically,
Both.
but
The Spider Queen. So how much further till we reach the king?
Well, we're not taking you to the king, we're taking you to the city.
Ah, I see. Never mind about that then.
Yes, we were ordered to get you out of the city to uphold our end of the bargain. I only hope that the king and his small regime were able to defeat that creature.
I'm sure it's fine.
The city is only a few more hours away. At this point, a few more hours pass, and just walking is exhausting. You're getting to that point where you've been walking for the majority of the day, and it's about the point where you would take a rest. And just when you're getting ready to want to take that break, you appear on this large cliffside, and they kind of point overwards. And as you guys approach the cliff, you see this brilliant kind of blue light and purple light and red lights all down in the cavern below, and you see this huge black adamantine structure all across this huge wide area. And although none of you understand the deep gnome speech, you all understand when they say Menzo Barenzan.
Still don't understand that.
I cast tongues again, and so this is the place.
The city of the Drow.
Alright.
We should rest for the night.
Yes, that would be a good idea. I'd hate to have to go take on a city after fighting that beast. It really did a number on us.
Yes, you fought much better than I anticipated. I thought for sure you were dead after that first attack. And to have fought so bravely against the intruders as well. I was definitely wrong about you, circusers.
Well, I suppose we're just full of surprises.
So, who would like to take first watch?
I'll do it, I guess. That's fine.
Okay.
Fine with me.
Wow. Go ahead and make a perception check. That's your keeping watch. The gnomes set up against a rock in the ground, and you guys go to sleep, I presume?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
19.
19. Total?
Yes.
That is very high, but not high enough.
Oh.
I will say, since it was so high, though, you do see briefly out of the corner of your eye. It's that point where you're at the end of your watch, and so the exhaustion's kind of kicking in, and so your vision's starting to like blur a little bit when you're not paying attention. So like, you have to like blink a couple times, but you see these shadows move ever so slightly, like as quick as you can blink. You saw something move out in the distance. And then, natural 20. I will need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws. Oh, that's the wrong dice. There you go.
Let's see. Use a point of luck on one of these.
Alright. I don't think you've been using Dominable yet either, so.
Mm-hmm.
This is the crit.
I'm gonna use both my points of luck. Why not?
Okay.
Reroll 2 of them. There we go. That was worth it. Alright. So the lowest is 17. The other 2 are 18.
Okay. That's actually the lowest one was 17.
Yes.
So all of them are above. So you're going to take a total of 39 points of damage.
Oh, I'm dead.
Okay. Dead or?
Yeah, I'm negative HP.
Well, there's a negative in this one.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I would be negative 3.
So in this case, then, what you see is... at what point are you unconscious? See, the first one did 9 damage.
No, I'm there. I'm alive still. I have 36.
The second one was 10 damage.
I have 36.
Okay, so at the third, so it was the critical that killed you. Then. Okay, so you feel a small pinch in your neck, and when you go to react, you feel another one, and then as you kind of grip and pull them out, these little tiny darts with this purple, or it's actually you see in black and white right now, so there's no color, so it's just this kind of like liquid dripping off of it. At that point, the third dart hits you, and you begin feeling your body seize up already. And your eyes slowly close at that point. Enough to see, the last thing you see before you fall unconscious is more shadowy figures advancing on the group. You guys are suddenly awoken to tight metal nets wrapped around all of you.
Not nets.
Metal nets.
You guys open your eyes, and as you begin reacting, your dark vision is suddenly gone as this darkness appears all around you guys. And you can't see anything, even through the dark vision that you normally inhabit.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, and you guys. Oh, I'll say just for the sake of brevity, you two go ahead and make Constitution saving throws as well.
21.
20.
Okay. You guys make it. You feel your body tense up and seize up for momentarily. So you guys are, at this point, you guys are kind of at their mercy. So they repeatedly kind of prick you, basically, with daggers and things of that nature, prompting a Constitution save each time. Even should you pass them, they continue attacking you. You all eventually fall unconscious. When the darkness fades, as hidden in your vision, you see Ithlin laying there, eyes closed, blood beginning to coagulate around his neck.
Can I try one thing after I am awoken?
Sure.
After I wake up and get the first prick, I want to attempt to Dimension Door.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna cast shield.
Unfortunately, you summon the magical energy, and you feel a tight burning around your neck, and you have some kind of collar affixed to your neck. And as you cast the spell, no magic happens.
Oh jeez.
And that's where we're gonna take our break, guys.
Wait, why are we taking a break
Wrecked.
when I was done?
Because I needed to explain what happened.
Oh.
Alright. So we'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes or so, finish up this session, and see what happened to our heroes. Hello. Welcome back. So usually I try to do this at the end of a session, but our sessions are kind of like mixed up at this point. So in game, a time skip has occurred. Ithlin, not expecting to wake up at all. You wake up in a cell. Varys is next to you. It's been a few days from your perspective since Ithlin woke up.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't touched you. They've barely fed you. Barely given you any kind of water. But they haven't done anything beyond that. Ithlin has been unconscious for several days at this point. So Ithlin finally wakes up. And you kind of look around, and you are in a black room. The obsidian-like stone all around you. But lit by purplish light along the walls. Similar to torches, but just casting purple light. Your neck is extremely sore, and you look down. Both of you have on these collars that, when you try and touch them, they get extremely hot very fast. And so you pull your hand away, and they get cooler again. Trying to cast any magical abilities also results in this, and the magic just won't conjure for whatever reason. If you guys like to make an Arcana check, see why.
Are you gonna work?
Natural
Nat
20.
20.
Whoa!
But it's a 23.
Yeah? Would you like to make an Arcana check at all?
Let's see. 23 as well.
23. So you both, with the Snorfeblin knowledge that Varys kind of relayed to you, you understand it more than anything. These collars are made out of phase right as well, but they seem to be refined and tempered. And so, instead of just messing with magic and inhibiting it, it completely neutralizes it. And they seem to be enchanted to not be tampered with.
Wow.
But yeah, Ithlin, you wake up and you see Varys stripped of his armor and weapons, down to a loincloth, basically.
Oh, so naked.
Yeah, both of you are. He's got bruises and dirt all over him. Ithlin is also in the same shape when he finally stands up. Or wakes up, rather.
Well, it's good to see that you're finally up and about.
I'm alive, it seems.
What a dreadful place this is. Where are we?
Dungeon of some kind? I don't really know.
Who has taken us here?
Who do you think?
The Drow, I suppose.
That would be it.
How long have we been here?
Who knows? A few days, maybe a week. It's been so long since I've had anything to eat or drink.
Suppose all we have to do is wait.
Well, with these things, I point at my neck. These things on, pretty much useless.
Does anything else? Alexia, your experience has been mostly the same, but a little bit different. You've not been stripped down to basically your underwear. You're given a shirt and pants. They've given you full meals since you've been here, but nothing else. They have not done anything beyond that. You have had no interaction with any male drow, and you're not even in a cage with other people. You are in the center of a room. Your collar has a chain connected to it in the ground. It's been a few days at this point. They've said nothing to you. Any words that they've spoken has been in Drow, and so it doesn't make any sense to you. Any questions you may have asked or anything, You've also noticed that anytime you're trying to touch the color, it's extremely hot, and even in your stubborn nature, even if you persist, it deals damage to you.
Okay.
So for you two, one of the guards come in and smiles really, really big when he sees you both awake. And he says something in Drow pretty loud. And then he looks to you guys and he goes, "You're finally awake? That means the fun can begin."
That's all I do.
Okay.
Just kind of sigh at him, as I am wont to do.
Okay. So, at this point, they take you into a room, they grab you and Varys both, and attach chains to your necks, basically like a dog. And him and a couple other drow at this point, fully armed, escort you all through these hallways. And the lights kind of flicker from purple to blue, and it's it's definitely fire of some kind, but it's just not normal fire. But it's enough where it casts light everywhere. And you guys both have dark vision, so you're seeing in color at this point because you're not in pitch blackness. All of the hallways and everything, though, is that black obsidian stone, and it's made of... It's really well carved. It kind of reminds you of your own kind of wood-like structure back in Vamira.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just rock, it's carved this way. Finally, they take you down 2 separate hallways, and you guys split at that point. But your experiences are both the same, as they put you into an empty room at first. You guys wait for a few moments, and then one of the 2, Snurfeblin, they push into the room with you guys, wearing the same color, wearing the same amount of clothes. There are 2 of them, so each of you get one. They throw one longsword into the room, and it's this black obsidian blade, ornate kind of carved handle. And all they say is, "Whoever walks out of here gets to eat today." And then they close the door.
I sit down on the ground.
I dash for the longsword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check. Let's see if he's fast enough.
18.
18?
Or, sorry, 14.
14? He's actually faster than you. So you both have...
16. Sorry.
He's one over you.
God damn it.
And you got a natural 15. So you both have the exact same idea. You rush for the sword in the middle of the room, and you're just about to grab the handle, and he just barely gets there before you and slides it over to him, and it's too big for him. It's like he's holding on 2 hands with lots of hilt to spare. It's kind of like a greatsword in his hand almost. It's much larger than he is.
It's adorable.
And he just kind of points it at you, and he starts speaking. You can't understand the word he's saying because you can't cast tongues.
Yeah.
So you sit down in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So he runs up, doesn't really, not in a hastily way, he just kind of slowly approaches the weapon and then grabs it too.
I just look up at him and I do nothing.
Okay. What do you guys think of your next moves? Alexia, you are brought food like normal, and it's a full meal. Nothing fancy. It's just some meat and some bread and some water. So you're given a full meal. And then Kylina walks in.
I lunge at her.
You lunge at her, and the chain just stops you short of her.
Can I reach her?
No, you're like this close in front of her. The chain is just short enough that it stops you from getting in front of her.
Can I kick her?
You try, but it's just short enough. And she just laughs at you, and she goes, I can't believe you were foolish enough to follow me here.
Why do you say that?
I thought that you wouldn't learn your place after our last encounter.
You don't know me at all.
You're right. I think I would like to get to know you better. And she pulls
I
a
don't swing that way.
she pulls a whip off of her belt, and it's 8-headed as it hangs down, and then they slowly start to animate, and there are these snakes start hissing, and they like look at each other, and they look at you, and she slashes at you with them.
I dodge.
Let's see if you
Shield!
dodge.
I roll.
You
I'm in
def-
Dark Souls.
You definitely don't dodge.
Roll. It's not working, guys.
So I'm not going to roll 8 attacks,
That meme
but
is a lie.
they lunge at you, and various bites cover your body, and you feel venom slowly eke through your body.
Nope.
She kind of like kneels down, like really close in front of you, but not enough to grab. She goes, "Is that it?"
Why don't you take this collar off and I'll show you a bit more.
In time. I'm going to enjoy breaking you, Alexia.
I'd die before I was broken.
We'll see.
Yes, we will! I spit.
Okay.
Just have to have
In
the last
the
word.
eyes.
She's like walking down the hall. We'll
in the
see.
face.
I guess we will.
No, I said it to her face and then I spit in it.
She wipes it off of her face, and she just smiles again and leaves the room.
I keep spitting at her.
You actually start getting cotton mouth from all the venom in your bloodstream, and so eventually it's just like really dry, and you start feeling really weak after a while. So we'll see how weak you are. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Indomitable!
Really?
No!
Oh no!
You must use
I'm
the
so
you must
weak.
use the next roll.
Roll on that one.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't spit for long. The venom overtakes you, and you start getting hazy, and you collapse on the ground.
Can I collapse in a meditative position?
No.
Crisscross applesauce and just...
Alright, Varys, what would you like to do?
Fisticuffs.
Have a sword pointed at you. Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Alright.
You both found your base ACs, so it's whatever your dex is, plus 10.
Mm-hmm. So you said we have chains wrapped like on our...
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was just on the collar.
It was on the collar. For you guys, the chains are actually off.
I'm gonna try and punch him in the face.
Okay, make an attack roll.
11?
That'll hit.
Wait. Proficient with fists, right?
No,
Fif-
you're not a monk.
But... Oh.
Monks are the only ones who get that proficiency.
Alright, so 11?
11 hits.
2 damage.
Did you roll damage?
I'm pretty sure it's just...
I do it,
Your strength.
roll a d4 and half it, and then your strength modifier. Just give you that extra. Oh, I see.
3 damage.
3 damage. Yeah,
And then
you clock him in the face.
after that swift strike, I want to try and like... Because like, I imagine I hit him and he like recoils a little bit from it.
Mhm.
So I want to like... grab my chain and then like...
There's no chain, you don't have it.
Oh, I just have
They,
the
they
collar?
take it off when they put you
Yeah,
in the
you gotta
room.
fight.
Oh, dang it! I thought I had a chain. I was going to do a thing where I like wrap around him and
You can
Take
try
the
and
sword
grapple him
from
though as a
Like,
result. You gotta.
yeah, I
you-
want to
you-
try and grapple
Yeah, go
him.
ahead.
So
You hit him. I'll say since you hit him, you can turn into like a chokehold. And unless you get lower than a 6.
it is an 18.
Yeah, you snake like around him pretty much.
Nice.
And he's got the sword in one hand. He's just kind of like trying to tap out pretty much.
I don't even know what grappling does. I just know that it's a thing.
Creature speed is 0. Doesn't get any bonus to its speed. That's about it. Ithlin, what would you like to do? He
So
hasn't.
what is he doing?
He hasn't lunged at you, and he's kind of confused by you not fighting, as a matter of fact, and he has the sword pointed at you, but you can tell he doesn't really want to attack you because you're not doing anything.
I look up at him, fully aware that he can't understand me. Can't you understand, you simplistic creature? If they won't let me die, they won't let you die. The only way you can win is by not giving them what they want.
I'll say go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage because he cannot understand you.
Oh, it says you're proficient with unarmed strikes.
Everyone is?
Yeah, with melee attacks.
Hmm.
It says you're proficient, and on a hit you do 1 plus your strength modifier.
I'll do the D4.
Yeah.
9.
9. Wow.
Totally persuaded, huh?
It's a natural 20,
Oh,
which is actually good for you.
he totally believes you.
He makes his insight check, and whether he doesn't understand what you're saying per se, but he understands what you're trying to do. Pretty much, he understands that you're not going to fight him. And he kind of drops the weapon and also sits down like you do.
I nod at him. It's really badass. Stick it to the man.
Interesting. Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Alright. He didn't try to escape from me or anything yet?
He failed.
Okay. I would like to attempt to kind of choke him out and try to get him to drop the sword.
Okay. I'll say just go ahead and do a strength check. Disarm is technically for a certain type of fighter, but we'll say that you can attempt to do it.
Oh my god. 5? 7? 7.
Damage. He holds onto it firmly with one hand.
What a jerk. I punch him in the head.
Okay.
That would be 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh wow. 3 damage.
Alright, he goes limp in your arms.
They said all I had to do was walk out of the room, right?
No, they just said winner gets
Yeah.
food.
No, they said whoever walks out
Yeah.
gets
Metaphorically, not literally. The door is completely shut. You cannot walk out.
I leave him behind, and I walk to the door, and I try to open the door.
It's closed.
So I'm like, then I knock on the door.
One of them shows up and pulls up in one of the slots and goes, "Finish him."
He is finished. Can't fight anymore.
Kill him.
Do I really have to?
They just close the slot.
I walk back over to this poor little gnome, and I pick up the sword, and I'm sitting there thinking about how desperate I want to get out of this place, and that if I'm going to get out, it's not the most heroic thing to do, but sacrifices need to be made, and well, I guess I'll make it up to them eventually, and I'm not gonna die in this place, so I take the sword with both hands and I raise it up and tilt my head down, and a tear rolls out of my eye. I'm sorry, little buddy.
Alright.
Sorry, little
And I finish him.
Wow,
You finish him
man.
off.
Coup de grace.
Change alignment.
Yeah.
I'm doing what's necessary to survive. And when I get free, and I will get free, I'm going to kill every single last one of these drow.
My turn.
Huh?
My turn.
You're unconscious.
Oh, come on,
you
man.
failed your save. You are unconscious.
Doesn't mean things can't happen in my area. I'm just not aware of that.
But yeah, like, I leave the sword punching them, and then I walk back to the door, and I...
Not in your hand at all?
No.
Okay.
I leave it in the
Okay.
little gnome.
They open the door and they put the chain onto your collar.
Oh boy.
Do you resist at all?
No?
Alright. They lead you back to your cell. And then a few moments later you're given food. Full meal.
But I start to memorize certain drow, so then I think of creative ways to kill them.
Okay. Ethlyn, for you, a few moments go by, it turns into minutes, turns into maybe half an hour, turns into maybe an hour. And when nothing happens, the door opens, and they come in.
How many of them?
4.
Good. I would like an audience.
Oh boy, what are you gonna do?
Kill them now.
I'm a sassy bastard, that's what.
Okay. The gnome immediately begins kind of like panicking a little bit as they come in, and they grab him, start putting the chain back onto his collar, and a few of them draw their weapons and pull him to his feet, and they start ushering him out the door. And then 2 of them turn to you and they come to you. Are you gonna resist at all?
No. They say anything to me?
No.
Okay. I look up at him and I sigh. Your god is a whore. You are a lesser race. You dwell beneath the earth in cowardice. I have known the influence of greater beings which you cannot possibly fathom or comprehend. Those that dwell without, within, without, cannot possibly conceive of their grasp and power. I do not fear you, or your god, your influence, or anything you could possibly do to me. You will not kill me.
And you're dead.
And I look away.
So they smile, and they lead you into a chamber. You and the gnome part ways at this point, and he's taken to another hallway, and you don't go towards your cell. You don't go with him. You're led into a room, and there are candles lit everywhere, and very comfortable looking bed and silk sheets and everything. And you're pushed into there, and the far end, looking in the mirror, is Kylina, and she turns around and she's barely wearing anything, and she goes, I understand you have an attitude problem.
I sit down on the ground again.
The drow behind you kick you in the back and push you to your knees.
I'm already sitting down.
They push you forward pretty much. You're basically groveling at this point.
Oh.
You have to catch yourself, and you don't
okay.
catch yourself.
No, I don't. I don't do anything.
Okay.
I'm flat on the ground now, apparently.
They kick you so hard, you're from the sitting position to face forward,
That's fine.
and your knees kind of buckle underneath of you.
No, I've already gained the system because I know they're not going to kill me. I'm winning. You don't understand.
Okay.
I don't do anything. I don't respond. I sighed and sat down on the ground.
She kneels down in front of you, and she has that whip in her hand. She kind of tilts your head up to face her, and the snakes begin uncoiling and wrapping around your head and your neck. She just gets really close, and she goes, "You're going to learn very quickly."
Should I give you the same speech I gave them? I really don't feel it's worth my time.
Deity is a whole. Just start with it.
Only the fit survive here. You're either of use to me or not. I'd rather not kill you. I've seen your display. I know what you're capable of. You'd make a fine sport in the pits. Well, perhaps a good price for you in the black market.
I am of use to myself and no one else.
If you do as you are told, you'll be rewarded.
You have nothing I want.
We'll see about that. And the snakes bite into your skin. Constitution save.
Super high. 23.
Alright. You get very, very woozy, but you do not pass out. And when she sees that you don't pass out, she kind of smirks more and she goes, "This will be fun." And she motions and you're dragged back to your cell. Your food in front of you, Ithlin's pushed into a cell next to you about 20 or so minutes later. It's got bite marks all over him and he's bleeding.
So, what happened to you? As I shove food into my mouth.
I had quite a bit of fun, actually.
I didn't know that you got off to that sort of thing, but okay.
I love shitting on the lesser races.
Oh. I see, I was mistaken. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun.
Nice sit down.
So you have 1 point of exhaustion, as you have not eaten food. A female does come in at some point through the night, while you're kind of in a half-sleep kind of daze, because the poison courses through your body for quite some time, making it kind of impossible to get comfortable. You do manage to sleep, but not restfully. But without food, it tips you over to that exhaustion point pretty much. But at one point, a female comes in and she kind of kicks you to the ground and puts her foot on you and begins casting some kind of spell, and your body goes numb momentarily and you feel your wounds start to kind of heal and the poison kind of leave your system. And then she leaves.
See, I'm winning. Don't you understand? They can't do anything to me. I love it.
Alexia, the same is done to you at some point. And the next day, the events of before repeat themselves. Kylina comes into your cell and... Are you ready to cooperate yet?
Oh, this...
Alexia, not you, sorry.
Oh.
Out of my cell, man.
Oh, this again. Not everything's about you.
No, not everything's about you.
Yeah. Are you ready to cooperate now?
I'm just meditating, just sitting there, just not responding. Just hanging out in my cell alone without Evelyn.
It's probably for the best with the way I've been acting.
Yeah. Given this interaction, we'll rotate and I'll come back to you in a second. Given this interaction. So as for you two, the same thing prior happens. You're placed in the same room, same gnome, same weapon.
Same now.
You, however...
Oh, it's the very same gnome.
Yeah, you, however...
He's done with your bullshit.
You're pushed into the room.
It'll happen eventually.
And behind you, another creature's kind of pushed in. He's small, kind of green, palish skin. Head kind of like bigger than its body, and these ears kind of popping over it. You recognize it as a goblin.
I have a question. Did they clear the gnome corpse from the day before?
Yes.
He's just like sitting there rotting. My last drift.
And same thing. They put one sword in the room and...
I stare down the goblin. And for some reason, I put one hand like floating over my hip. A tumbleweed goes by.
Oh.
He starts creeping slowly towards the sword.
Yeah, as soon as he makes a move, I dash for the sword.
Roll dexterity check.
$15.
You just barely get there before he does. So he goes to grab it, and you grab it quicker than he is. Just barely. His hand was on it when you grabbed it. You were one over him for dexterity.
I pull the sword back and then I point the sword at him.
His eyes get really wide, and he lunges at you anyways.
Oh boy. I attempt to dodge and cut him down.
Okay. You were faster, so you can make an attack roll first.
Oh, okay.
You were faster by 1, so...
It's a regular longsword? Shit.
Yeah.
8.
8. That misses. He ducks under as you try and slash at him. He misses you too, though. He dives full forward, skids on his belly across the ground, and misses you. And he scatters to his feet and looks at you again.
I attempt to run him through.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Ooh, 12.
That'll hit.
This longsword is a D8.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or a D10 if you use both hands.
I'm just using one hand.
Okay.
Jesus. 3 damage?
3 damage. You cut him across the side and he clutches it and he's just like... Oh! Ithlin, what do you do?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Sit down on the ground.
Okay. Recognizing you from the day before, he also doesn't do anything.
Awesome.
You make an insight check.
Let's see. Ooh, super high. 21.
You can tell that he is a lot more fidgety today, and his eyes start looking at the sword over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
He's also covered in bruises that were not there yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He's got black bags under his eyes. You can tell he hasn't really slept that much.
I look up at him. Do it if you want. I don't care. None of this matters anyway.
Alright. Alexia. So, what do you do while you're sitting there meditating?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
If she talks to me, I don't respond.
Alright.
Didn't even look at her. Just nice.
Okay. We'll take your silence as a yes, at least.
Yes, of what? Yes, of what?
At least you're ready to cooperate now.
Nope. I spit at her.
Do you have spit left?
Spit on
Did you
me.
accumulate more?
I sure hope so.
A few moments go by, and there's a knock on the door, and it kind of echoes into the cavern. And one of the males come in, and he goes, "I apologize for interrupting, but we have an issue."
I spit on him too.
You spit near him.
Damn it.
Near him.
I don't know if you can spit
his general
in like a
direction.
30-foot arc.
I sure tried.
Yeah.
I stare him down.
What a vulgar creature.
He says that too, and he goes, "She's vulgar like all half-breeds, but
Ooh.
I must admit I would enjoy a few minutes alone with her."
Yeah.
And Kalina slaps him across the face.
Crazy.
She slaps him across the face, and she goes, "You will not touch her."
I start a little dance. Just to piss her off. Yeah.
And he doesn't grab his face at all. He just kind of looks at the ground and he goes, "Of course."
Tell both of them to get out. Leave me be. I've now like turned into the beast from Medium Beast. Just like, get out! Just really angry.
Alright. Varys is gonna tries to lunge at you again. What's your AC right now?
15.
She hits 15 exactly.
Ooh.
Figures.
He lunges at you, bites you for 2 damage.
Oh.
Bastard.
Kind of gets your forearm in his mouth, and he bites down. And he kind of tears off real quick, and he kind of tries to scurry backwards. It's your attack if you want.
Yeah, I attack him again, and I defensive flourish because I can still do that.
Okay.
Oh my god. He's dead.
If it's not magic, yes, you can.
Yeah, it's just using my bardic inspiration.
Is bardic inspiration considered magic?
I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's just words of inspiration from your local bard.
Alright. You look it up. So, Ithlin, after a while, the door opens again. And they grab the gnome by the neck and put the chain on him and lead him out of the room. They leave you in there, though. After a while, the door opens again, and the male that Kalina slapped comes in and pushes a gnome in front of you.
More gnomes.
It's Alexia.
Oh.
Sorry, I need to specify, I guess.
Oh. I say that anyway.
More gnomes.
More gnomes.
Yes. Is it just words?
Yeah, just
the
words
ability?
or stirring music.
Okay. She pushes that gnome in front of you, and you recognize as one of the ones that was guiding you here. She pushes him in front of you, and she comes up to you, and she draws a dagger from her belt, and then flips it over and hands it to you.
I don't take it. Slap it out of her.
Okay. Clearly you're not ready to cooperate.
Nope. Where is it? Is it near me?
You still have her hand, so it's about 10 feet away. It skitters across the ground.
I lunge for the dagger.
After you saw that.
Yes! I lunge for the dagger!
Okay. She's not resisting, so you go ahead and grab it.
Okay. I throw it at her.
Okay. Make an attack roll. It's a dexterity weapon, so you get your dex.
Okay, so what do I add up? Proficiency and dex?
Proficiency and dexterity, yeah. It's just like shooting with an arrow without your scimitar bracers.
Booyah.
It's like a 22, I think.
22.
22.
22.
That would hit. However, she cast shield.
Thanks. God, fuck everyone.
Everyone
I
but
asked
you
her,
has
how
shield.
can you do this? No, just kidding. I don't care. I don't care.
So it clatters to the ground. And she kicks the gnome to his stomach. He's
Can
face
I reach
down.
him?
He's inches away from you.
Oh, okay. I put myself in between them.
Okay, unfortunately, you're at the end of your chain at this point, and so he's inches in front of you, and you're at the full length of your chain.
No, Phil.
So she pushes him down. She
Secretly
goes,
named him Phil.
"That was not nice."
You're not nice.
Nice comeback.
I'm going to enjoy breaking you, Alexia.
Nice comeback.
Let me explain to you how things work around here. If you are good, you're rewarded. And she kind of kneels down, like rubs the gnome's face with her hand. But if you're bad, then she grabs a dagger. She cuts his throat in front of you. Then you
I
get.
scream at her.
Then you get nothing.
Get out! Take his body with you. Goodbye, Phil.
And so she leaves. Body stays. She doesn't take
Damn
it
it!
out.
I don't want Phil in here with me.
It's just blood oozing from his neck, getting closer and closer to you.
Is
And-
the floor dirt?
No, it's obsidian.
Shit. Okay, well, I walk in the opposite direction of the corpse as far as the chain will let me, and I
Yeah,
say,
you corner up in the room, and the blood just kind of like pools. It doesn't reach you, but it pools. But no one comes in to collect the body.
Ew.
So you can use defensive flourish. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, jeez. 11.
That hits. It's a goblin, man.
Oops. I need 2d8s. Adonde. Alright, the white one is my flourish. Wow, okay. I'm pretty sure he dies, but 16?
Yeah, you right through the chest.
But until my next turn, that 23 AC though.
Alright. He goes down, and again, you're brought back to your cell and given food. You, Ithlin, after a while, the guards come in like usual for the time and attach the chain to your collar. And again, you're brought into the same room, brought before Kylina.
I just had an image of them, like, every day just putting another gnome in the room that I'm in until I just, like, can't stand it anymore. I'm like, for the love of God, do anything you want. These fucking gnomes!
You're brought into the room with her. And she meets you. This time wearing her leather armor and whip in hand, and she goes, You know, pets that don't do what they're told.
I'm going to stop you right there. Your god is a whore, all that. I've forgotten this speech at this point. I'm so bored. Gods.
Perhaps you just need more incentive.
Oh, yes, that is what I need. Please indulge me. This is a really bad, like, situation you've put me in for the kind of characters I like to play. You knew how this was gonna go.
I didn't know if you'd be that sassy, but yeah.
Oh, I'm locked and loaded, baby.
Alright. Perhaps I should show you what I do to those who don't obey me.
Well...
She kind of grabs the chain away from the male who brought you in there, and she starts leading you out of the room. And she takes you down a few stairways, descending downwards. You guys walk for about 10 minutes, just going downstairs, until you come into a pitch black room and you see shadows in the distance with your dark vision, but she holds up her hand and that same purple flame is produced, and she kind of throws it out there and it begins to light up the room. What comes into sight is it's got the torso of a drow male, but below it is a spider. She goes, "This is what happens when you disobey."
And what is this?
You will lose your mind. You'll just become a slave.
And what would you gain from this?
Obedience.
Obedience. Yes, of course.
I know you're strong. I know you can probably survive a few days more.
And tell me, what is torture without suffering? What is a slave without obedience? What is life without death? What is any of this? Do you not understand how pointless our entire existence is? Can you not fathom the depths of insanity, of infinity, of what has come before and what will be after? I do not fear you.
She just says, "You will."
I've heard this before from many others. You bore me.
She just leaves you down there and walks up the steps. After a while, the purple flame disappears, and you're just in this basement-like structure with this creature.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do anything. Eventually, it attaches itself to the ceiling and ascends up like a spider would and kind of crosses its arms.
Ugh. I hate spiders. I don't appreciate it.
Things of this nature go on for about a month. Every day, you and Varys are brought more things to kill, and every time you do, you're rewarded with food. Every time you're not, you're reduced inch of your life. The more you disobey, because I assume you will, you haven't had food per se, but they don't allow you to die. They keep you on that cusp.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you in particular, Ithlin, at any point do you stop or do you start, Alexia?
Start what, though?
Killing the people they bring before you?
No.
What do our cages look like exactly? They have bars?
Yeah. They're bars, but they're made of the same obsidian rock.
Right. But can I, like, use them to work out? Like, can I do, like, pull-ups and stuff?
I mean, they're horizontal, or yeah, they're horizontal, or vertical. So, I mean, at the very
that's
least, you
fine.
can do like standing push-ups or push-ups in general. Like,
Oh, I
there's
see.
nothing to like grab and work out from though.
Yeah, so I could, like, do a handstand and, like, have my feet,
You can
like,
try, yeah.
and...
Yeah.
Because I need to eat and be strong and do that.
Okay. But do you stop killing at any point?
Nope.
Okay.
I offer to do whatever she wants if she spares the lives of these people. But I will not kill them myself.
You see, Alexia, that's weakness. That's what got you here in the first place.
No, it's strength and I spit on it.
It's what cost you your father, your mother, your grandfather, everything you hold dear. The people who followed you into this place. That's why they're going to die.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but everyone I've lost have become a part of me. They'll never fully be lost. So suck on that!
Alright?
Come on, get out of here. I said leave.
Alright. And I assume you never start doing what they want, Ithlin?
Oh, I got more sass ready for them if they want it.
Alright. So your cell has... Ithlin has not come back for quite some time. That second night, he hasn't come back. Every night they put you in that basement again.
Hmm.
What's your speed?
Are they giving me spider legs yet?
No.
Dang it.
Have they given me spider legs? Jesus.
She
So...
was threatening him with.
After a while, you are brought up to Kylina's room again, Ithlin.
Hmm.
And she goes, I've thought of a new way to get what I want out of you.
Hmm.
You see, you like to fight.
Do I?
Yes. She won't do what I want willingly. I just have to force you to it. She kind of motions for one of the guards to take you away. And this time you're taken through different hallways. And you're brought into this large, open area.
And you get a squid brain.
And there are designated boxes on the ground, kind of like a sparring arena.
Hmm.
And so they detach the chain from you and they push you onto the area. One of them goes, "You favor long swords, no?"
Who's talking to me?
One of the soldiers.
What? I favor nothing. Get out of here.
They put 2 long swords in front of you.
I pick one up and kind of.
Okay. After a few moments out of one of the other rooms, you hear this loud just thumping and snarling, and takes a couple drow to restrain it, but this huge creature standing on 2 legs, but furry all over and a bull-like head comes out, and it's taking 3 of them to restrain him, keep him down. He's fighting the entire way.
Mm-hmm.
And they push him onto the mat as well. And then one of the females begins chanting something. And they let go of the chains. And they toss a great axe into the arena, and the creature slams against the outside, and there's a barrier now around the arena, and he's slamming against it, trying to get out. And then he turns around and looks at you, and he walks over and picks up the great axe. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out with us tonight. I hope Monday wasn't too much of a drag. Hopefully, can brighten your guys' Monday up. If everyone hates the start of the week. I'm excited because it's more flexible for everybody, so we can kind of go over if we need to, like we did tonight. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. And like I said, if you're a new viewer, everything is up to this point is on our past episodes archive on YouTube, which is the link is down below. The artist links for the art and the intro and the intermission stuff, those are also down below, so you can check them out. They did a great job on everyone's art. Yeah, just hope everyone had a good time. I'll see you guys next week.
See you later.